your list. Shop now at Dell.com/deals.
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously, the best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Home of the Jaguars, 1010XL, WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach. When Jag News breaks, hear it first on 1010XL.
In the game of vehicle performance and reliability, Atlantic Infiniti is always the top pick. This is Hayes Carlion. Did you know that every certified pre-owned Infiniti is inspected, factory-backed, with a limited warranty, and gets the same championship-level service as a brand-new Infiniti? Every mile will feel like first class. Check out their full certified inventory now at AtlanticInfiniti.com or visit Atlantic Infiniti off Atlantic near St. John's Bluff.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
RestoPros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
RestoPros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com.
RestoPros!
So welcome.
Experience Pink Floyd.
To the machine.
Floyd.
Breathe.
Nation.
Breathe in the air.
November 21st at Florida Theater. Floyd Nation.
Don't be afraid to care. I don't need no arms around me.
Floyd Nation. Experience Pink Floyd. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duvall Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine! Googans Go Time on a Tuesday morning. It's Cat and Chuck Accessories Tuesday. We got all your Tuesday faves. That includes a visit with the Florida Gator Hall of Famer, Chris Doring. Oh, the latest on the plane train. Pulled into a couple of stations this weekend. At least the fam did, apparently. The plot thickens with an NFL team reportedly now showing some interest, a team that's not the Giants. So stay tuned for that. But you know where we're going to start here? Good morning, E.T.
Say, Jeffrey.
We're going to start second level Jaguars thinking here. This is why they pay me the big bucks, E.T. We're going to dive into some realities of this football team, and before the text line wants to talk about Trevor's passer rating. Look, you can look at this season, and we can put a lot of reasons into the 4 losses that this team owns right? We drop passes, poor play from quarterback, referee calls, the lines of scrimmage not performing, the lines of scrimmage not performing, the lines of scrimmage not performing, the lines of scrimmage not performing. The Jaguars had lost 3 out of 4 going into the game against the Chargers for one reason, and it's not an untimely drop. It's not a bad officiating call. It's not a Trevor turnover. Not why the Jaguars lost 3 of the last 4 in ugly fashion going into last week's game. And it's not close. The reason the Jaguars have lost when they've lost has been, I think we can now say exclusively, seeing the other side. It's been the lines of scrimmage. They've lost every game because the big boys up front haven't performed. And in some cases have gotten absolutely dominated. So, ticked off is kind of a theme that lingers down there, and it came up again yesterday in Liam Cohen's availability with the media. We'll get to that here in just a second. And if it works, use it again. How? I send them the rant. But it's so apparent now 10 games in. So apparent that as these lines of scrimmage go, as these lines of scrimmage perform, so will go the Jaguars. Period. E.T., let me ask you something. By the way, I'm not going to instill you as a favorite in any of these matchups.
All right.
But speaking to the theme of how angry apparently the team was, okay, right, going into last week. They were peed off. That's what they've all said over and over. If, E to the T, you were going to anger a member of the Jaguars, okay, again, you're not a favorite in any of these matchups, but
all right,
would you rather anger Christian Braswell or would you rather anger Josh Hines Allen?
Come here, JHA. Let me hit you in the face real quick.
No. You stand the risk of physical battle with the person you're about to pee off. You'd rather.
Oh, no. I'd rather make Christian Braswell upset.
Thank you.
Yes.
Neither is a good matchup. Don't get me wrong.
Correct. I don't stand a chance with none of them boys.
All respect to both of them. But if you, again, E.T., if I put you in a position that you got to anger one of those guys.
Got you.
Do you want to anger Monteric Brown or you want to anger Trayvon Walker?
Hey, Monteric.
Right? Again, none of these are good. You want to get Austin Trammell pissed off or do you want to tick off Robert Hainsey, E.T.?
Right. Yeah, come here, Trammell.
Right. The big guys, for whatever reason, got their butts lit on fire before Sunday's game, and they dominated the opposition. I read something yesterday as I do my high-level gatekeeping, E.T. This may be the most shocking Pro Football Focus observation that we maybe ever get again. But Pro Football Focus is going through the highs and lows, the offensive player of the week, the best defensive line. The offensive line of the week in the NFL, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh.
As graded by Pro Football Focus. They write, the Jaguars offensive line did an excellent job keeping Trevor Lawrence clean this week, allowing just 4 pressures across 26 pass blocking snaps. They were strong in the run game as well, with the offense averaging 4.1 per carry and producing 192 rushing yards. The Jacksonville Jaguars offensive line, arguably having performed this year at its worst, bottom, 5 in the league when they've had their bad games at their worst. I'm sorry, but you give up 7 sacks back-to-back weeks. You're pitiful, man. And so whatever the anger mechanism is, whatever we need to do to get those big guys ticked off, because if you're a corner or a receiver or a quarterback or a kicker, being angry is only going to do so much on the football field. And in some cases, at those positions, it may not even be a benefit. But, buddy, make a 6'4", 300-pounder mad. Make him mad. Let me know how that ends up working for you. Listen, being angry flash flare angry, it's only going to work for so long, isn't it? It's got to be a natural motivation. You can try and inspire it as much as you want. And, E.T., if you bring up Liam Cohen from yesterday, met the media virtually. Again, the Monday afternoon press conferences can take on a little more meaning than the immediacy of the post-game press conference that we get on Sunday afternoons. So this concept of ticking you off so bad that you we turned over the Chargers' offensive and defensive lines. We grabbed them by the ankles and shook out their lunch money, man. Sent them home emasculated. Liam Cohen asked yesterday, can you play ticked off every week?
Speaks to the pro that Jacoby is. The trust.
Here we go.
It's a hard week, man. That was a hard, obviously, last Sunday. And, when you have that taste in your mouth and it has to live there all week, and you can only get so much of that taste out of your mouth in practice and going through the game planning, and you're going through it. And last night, we just talked about, guys, let's keep this real simple. Let's go out and cut it loose for 4 quarters.
Yeah, I think that
as
might
a
be
team.
from Sunday. That was yesterday. That was 2. Ask if they could play ticked off every. This is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. We'll work this out together. You sit there in your car and relax. Was that 19 seconds? You got a 19-second clip in there? Yeah, this is kind of pre-show meeting. This is our delay of game. You got it. Yeah, here it is. All right, let's just kind of refocus here for just a second. The Jaguars themselves told us they were pissed off, right? They're meeting on Saturday night before the game. Guys are angry, as they should be after what happened in the fourth quarter, that calamity in Houston. But is that sustainable? I don't know. Let's ask the coach.
We now owe it to each other to play that way for the rest of the year as much as possible, right? And we'll see what the result is. That's got to be our mindset as a team, is like we owe it to each other now to put that on tape as much as possible for the remainder of the season and let the results be what they may.
Well, didn't really address, can you do that via anger? Can you hit that trigger? Who knows? But they showed themselves at least what they are. You got to play to your ceiling in this league if you're going to win. Like at the highest levels. You just have to. You got to make the plays when they matter. You have to win the lines of scrimmage, man. You have to win them. And the Jaguars, look, the O-line has shown at times they can play that way. They're frustrating because they're so inconsistent. The D-line has just gotten dominated all year. They've been pitiful. All year. Just pitiful. Not bad. Pitiful. Pushed around in the run. Well, they're decent against the run because it's so easy to pass on them. Because quarterbacks don't have to worry. They just sit back there. Make Geno Smiths and Jake Brownings and everybody, Davis Mills, we make them look like superstars. And suddenly Justin Herbert looked like a flailing rookie on Sunday, didn't he? So the D-line in particular, the O-line, keep playing that way. Here's an interesting one. The Jacksonville Jaguars offensive line was the offensive line of the week, the best performing offensive line in the NFL. And by the way, it matters a little bit more because the Chargers are a good defense with a good defensive line. They get a lot of sacks. They were top, 6 in sacks, we said? So they did it against them. They did it without the starting right tackle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to make of that. Did we let the injury linger another week?
Right.
Harrison, by all accounts, has been our best offensive lineman.
Yeah, he's probably been our best.
Do we move Cole Van Lannon and take Walker Little's spot? I mean, I'm not saying he is the ultimate difference. It means they all played well, including Walker Little on Sunday, who is probably safe to say had a, quote, rough year. Whoever the 6'4", 300-pound dudes are that are on the field this week for the Jacksonville Jaguars, please bring that same energy you did last Sunday and watch what can happen for this football team this year. All right, moving on. Monday Night Football last night. We got some NFL teams and situations at kind of a crossroads. First things first, what Dallas went and did to the Raiders last night in Vegas, That's what I want to see the Jaguars do in Arizona. A game you're supposed to win. You're the better team. They're a struggling team at home. Go win the game convincingly and don't make it nerve-wracking at the end. But that being said, the Cowboys, Dak had a good day. He threw touchdowns to 4 different guys. Genty, I think, 6 carries, 7 yards. Dallas dominated the Raiders. But that's the Crossroads game. They improved to 4-5-1, and now they are, how do I say this, done. This is what Dallas has. You ready? You want to know Dallas? 4-5-1. You want to know their next 3 games? You ready? Dallas's next 3 games, home against Philly, then Thanksgiving Day home against the Chiefs, then at Detroit.
Oof.
Those are your next 3. So enjoy Vegas. What happened in Vegas is going to stay in Vegas. That 17-point win will travel nice home. It was an emotional football team last night. They lost a teammate to suicide. But they came through with an easy victory last night. Enjoy it while it lasted, Dallas. Home against the Eagles, home against the Chiefs, at Detroit. And by the way, they still have to play Minnesota and the Chargers at home. They still have to go play at Washington later in the year. Christmas Day, in fact, I believe. I'll give you another team at kind of a crossroads, and I don't want to be the one to consult for the Cincinnati Bengals, but what are we doing with Joe Burrow here? What are we doing? You're 3-7. All credit to Joe Burrow for wanting to fight back and play. What are we doing? No, Bengals, you're going to run Flacco out there. You're going to lose as much as you can to get the highest draft pick you can. You're going to come back next year with your franchise quarterback completely healthy, given a full year to rehab and get ready. But what are we doing, Cincinnati? Why is there a Joe Burrow storyline? That you're 3-7, man. Maybe we just kind of not. I'll give you another Crossroads team. We're at Michael Penix lost for the year yesterday for Atlanta. The Falcons need for 100,000,000% a new coach. What a abject failure Raheem Morris has been in his second go round. You know, a lot of times you get a second chance and you've learned from the first one. You've been in good schemes. You've always been a good coordinator, but it's not a good head coach at all. Terrible. And quite frankly, the Falcons need to go quarterback shopping again too. Penix isn't going to be the answer. That's what it looks like early on. Now, again, they won't do that immediately. I'm not saying that, but for 100%, you got to flush out that offensive side of the D coordinator can stay, although they've given up late leads, but the coaching staff needs to go, man. Just another. We get to this point of the season, and yeah, there's some crossroad decisions here. Falcons need to jettison their coach. Do it now. The Bengals need to table any talk of Joe Burrow returning for what? To risk future injury? And the Cowboys, again, they can fool the Monday Night Football audience with their 17-point win last night, but I know that they've got the Eagles, Chiefs, and Lions in the next 3 weeks and already 4-5-1. As the kids say, they done, man. They done. For sure. All right, the whining and dining and courting of Lane Kiffin's family is in the news. We'll get to that and more when we return up and rolling on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Big toys for big boys and so much more. Home with a big honking horn. You can count on Catlin.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He was the best back in Jacksonville.
It has to be Fred Taylor.
Fred Taylor joins Dan and Jeff on The Drill Monday mornings at 8:30.
A tough guy.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
Mike Dempsey here, and it's commercial truck season at Duvall Ford. Right now, your business can drive off with serious savings. Thanks to Section 179 of the IRS tax code, you can immediately deduct the full purchase price of qualifying new or pre-owned work trucks and equipment this year, instead of depreciating it over time. Upgrade your fleet, lower your tax bill, and get to work fast. Visit DuvallFord.com to explore inventory or stop by 1616 Cassett Avenue today for big number 1 Duvall Ford.
When the unexpected happens, you shouldn't have to face it alone. I'm Chris Campion, and at Campion Law, we're here to fight for you. Whether it's an auto accident or a slip and fall, our Jacksonville team takes care of every detail, from investigating the incident to securing multi-million-dollar verdicts, so you can focus on getting better. And remember, you don't pay a dime unless we win your case. Our commitment is 24/7, bringing you the real support from real people who really care. Campion Law, your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampionLaw.com.
Count on Campion, Campion Law.
It's your favorite team. It's their favorite team. Duvall! Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony bring you Jaguars Today from the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Every weekday from 10 to noon on 1010XL.
Garrett Scantling here, and once again, thanks to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, I'm back to training for the 2028 Olympics in LA. My torn hip labrum issue is resolved thanks to Dr. Doward, and Dr. Acevedo keeps my feet healthy too. Training and competing, that's what it's all about for me. And Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has me in top condition.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Are you ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? It's the Black Friday sales event going on now at Renewal by Anderson. Buy now and pay nothing until 2027. That's no money down, no payments, and no interest for 2 years. This offer expires November 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Tired of roofers who never answer the phone and just use AI?
I'm Morgan Conley, the People's Roofer. I answer every call. No robots, no runaround. I'm born here, built here, staying here. Visit MorganConleyRoofing.org.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duvall drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duvall.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, listen, we're never going to be your weather and traffic on the 10s station. It's not what we do here. But, man, we pulse every morning with the local commute. We got y'all out there. We got soldiers dispatched to all corners. Listening area this morning. There's something that's going to befuddle you out there. We'll get the word out. And today, that befuddling apparently is a wreck on I-10. Traffic moving at a crawl. No more details than that. Somebody shoot me a text on the text line, like which direction and what we're dealing with. That way I could maybe offer up an alternative or two. But, yeah, there you go. If there's, there's stuff going on out there, whether it's, traffic or accidents, you're going to get it right here. All right, so.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Last night during the Cowboys game, there's something that I took particular note of.
Uh-huh.
When Quinton Williams, is it Quinton? Yeah, Quinnen. When Quinnen made the play, he made a sack, and he was doing his dance. They immediately took the camera to Jerry, and Jerry just sitting up there with a big old grin.
Yeah. Micah Parsons ended the Packers game the other day with a sack in their victory over the Giants. But I will say Williams had a sack and a half last night.
Yeah.
Kenny Clark had another half sack, so they did get 2 from that. All right. Here's the latest on Lane Kiffin. I mean, and there's a lot going on here. First, the Titans have emerged as a team that is apparently going to show interest in Lane Kiffin. So there's that aspect of it. But let's keep it on the college side because there's plenty here. It's pretty clear Lane Kiffin, if he coaches college football, is going to wind up at one of 3 places: Ole Miss, LSU, or Gainesville. And buddy, the wrangling is on. Ole Miss first, all right? There are reports that they've given Lane Kiffin an ultimatum. This report comes apparently as Kiffin's family visits Florida and LSU. The carousel is spinning full speed, baby, and Ole Miss is ready to draw a line in the sand. All right, this is according to a report from Outkick, which is that Clay Travis's brand? I think, I think this is pretty reputable. Ole Miss has given Kiffin an informal deadline to decide whether he plans to sign a contract extension he's been holding on to for weeks or pursue other options. Obviously, the connection to Florida and LSU first and foremost. Ole Miss is 10-1. But despite all that on-field success, officials in Oxford, as we first started talking about last week, right, they're going to at least do their diligence on who else might be out there. But they've got to navigate the program's future while Kiffin weighs, the competitors. It's got to be maddening if you're Ole Miss. This gets you you can start to get angry pretty quick, I think, right? I would be. According to this report, Ole Miss administrators want clarity from Kiffin by next weekend, potentially setting up an awkward finish to the regular season. They have the Egg Bowl against Mississippi State. Behind the scenes, some decision makers are evaluating contingency options, something that we've said already. Meanwhile, to make matters more complicated, reports are surfacing members of Kiffin's family have recently visited Gainesville and Baton Rouge. Wallace also reported Kiffin had recent conversations with Florida officials. Wonder where he got that from. While LSU is also believed to be preparing a formal offer, as I told you. I have been told Steve Spurrier himself, along with some Gator boosters, flew out and met with Lane Kiffin more than a week ago. I believe what I've been told.
If you're going to send somebody, you send Steve Spurrier.
Well, especially if he's allegedly the guy's idol.
Yes.
His coaching idol. Look, this goes beyond salary. If it's a salary thing, Ole Miss can match right now. The report, Kiffin has vetted both Florida and LSU. He's familiar with the dynamics at each program. I'm sure he's torn. You got stability in Oxford. You're a coronated king, man. But you got championship ceilings in Gainesville and Baton Rouge that you're just not going to be able to maintain at Ole Miss. Or at least it doesn't seem that. It's still in the unknown, though, of the newfangled system in college football, of the NIL and the portal and the expanded playoff field. Can you not be a perennial playoff team if you are in Oxford at Ole Miss? Well, this year seems to be proving that untrue. But again, you look at like a year like last year. Or look at last week's game, and Dan's pointed this out a couple of times. This is Lane Kiffin's best team. Well-rounded offense, defense, just a really good football. It's his best one. That is a sugar show Florida outfit. They hadn't got out of their own way all year, and he's in a dogfight till the end. Meanwhile, you got Jimmy Sexton, one of the hard A's of the agency business. That's Lane's guy. Obviously, the timing of these family visits, in addition to the timing of hiring a new coach, you've got some practical questions. Transfer portal opens January 2nd. I saw somebody yesterday, Josh Pate, I think, if you're a college football fan, many of you follow him. I don't. I'm aware of him. But he said yesterday his hot take was, look, if I'm Ole Miss, I'd fire Lane Kiffin. I'd fire him. I'd put the defensive coordinator in to and listen, we've seen this strategy win in college sports. You promote a guy who's fine, really good. I can remember, at least in kind of, it doesn't happen much. Usually, though, the reason it doesn't happen is because if you're in that kind of position, you're stable at coach, but for a variety of reasons. Like I remember the Michigan firing Bill Frieder at the end of a basketball season and Steve Fisher taking over the team, and they went on to win the national title. Yeah, straight from the assistant, the spot there on the bench as the assistant. So, again, I wouldn't endorse that, but I would endorse some clarity, and just be that what it may. Agree to your new destination that you want to go to. Make it official on all sides. Let Ole Miss go find their guy, and then let Kiffin see if you can ride it out with as a hero. Let him send you off. Man, I hate to lose you, but here's a bouquet. This is a year in college football. Ole Miss could win it, couldn't they?
Yeah, this year for
Doesn't
sure.
it feel like it? I wouldn't pick them. I wouldn't pick them in the 12-team bracket, but they're not one of those throwaway teams that doesn't have a shot. I wouldn't think. But so anyway, that's a lot, isn't it? Isn't that a lot between yesterday and today on this? The most important thing here of all of those things that I just mentioned, I mean, the visiting school is a big deal. They could do that on your own anytime. That doesn't, come on. They've been bouncing around the SEC for decades. Layla's father played at Florida, John Reed. I mean, this scouting out these locales seems kind of silly, but whatever. And it probably is going to come down to something that Lane Kiffin is on record as having said in the past, and that his dream when he started coaching was to lead a blue blood program and have a national title shot every year. So we shall see. The timing of this is terrible for me. Catlin Truck Accessories, my partner over there, Keith Catlin, is a raging rebel now. I mean, his Ole Miss pride, true and true. He was at the game on Saturday night, and so again, I mean, it stinks to have a really successful coach showing that he can be really successful right where you are. Why do you want to leave? Kind of deal. That's not a good spot to be in, but we shall see. Perhaps some forced closure though on the issue, and probably going to have to come from the Ole Miss side. Hey man, enough of dragging the feet. We're going to have some sort of contingency plan. And by the way, whatever goes public may always be trailing by a half a day what's already been discussed among the parties, right? Hey, man, just for the record, we're going to, and that way everyone saves face a little bit. If you leave Lane dangling, well, he's the one that's going to be catbird seat cash when this whole thing is done. That's okay. He can handle that, right? If there's a coach to handle his way through all of this that's going on right now, it's probably him, isn't it? Just look at his, Instagram.
He having a blast on there.
Right. By the way, James Franklin off the market. He did get hired by Virginia Tech. I think that's a great hire by Virginia Tech. A great hire in an ACC that seems to be proving it's anybody's ball game when the season starts. I mean, it was SMU last year that made it into the playoff. I mean, this year, Miami's the best team in the ACC, I think, pretty clearly. But they've lost 2 games in the league, and they won't even be in the ACC championship game, most likely. And so they're, Virginia Tech, with the portal and the NIL today, boy, you get it changed quick. And apparently Franklin made sure he crossed all the T's and dotted on the I's on the kind of support that he's going to get there. That's a good football town, man. Virginia Tech has had periods of really high success. They haven't in, maybe 20 years. But the potential lies there. It's a snake pit. It's a fun environment at night. It looks like I've never been there, but it looks like Yeah, it looks like that's not
somewhere I want to be.
Yeah, and if you're a visitor, probably not a place you want to be. If they're 7-0 and they're fired up and moonshined up there in the hills of Virginia. All right, let's take a quick time out, turn our attention back to the Jaguars. Some of Lee and Cohen's thoughts. They go on the road at Arizona. Week 10 now is in the books. We can look at kind of where the Jags are falling statistically in some areas as well. Man, it's so fun to be in contention here, to have a team that has showed a ceiling that is capable of winning, not just being a playoff team, winning playoff games. The ceiling that we saw on Sunday is the ceiling that would allow a team to win 6 of their last 7 and win the division. If they play like they played on Sunday, if that's the kind of energy and production we're going to get, they should win every game on the schedule. Now, you don't do that in the NFL. Just doesn't happen. But let's get as close as we can, and whatever spark worked last week, is to go back to the spark. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories. We got anything, any newest on that I-10 deal?
Oh, yeah. They loaded us up.
All right. What we got? Have you read it yet, or want me to just all right, here we go. The wreck is on I-10 eastbound near McDuff. I-10 East. I passed 295 55 minutes ago, and I'm not to 95 yet. That's how slow it is. It's a quarter mile past 17, so yeah. It's brutal if you're coming in from that way. There's not a whole lot of options, dude. Either circle all the way down on 295 or bebop. If you know your way around that area, maybe bebop over there. And
some of them back roads?
Yeah, over into, Ortega, over in that area. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just speaking out. But
take your time, folks.
Yeah, take your time. That's the key. There ain't no getting around some of these.
Correct.
Fire up your Waze, your Google Maps, see if they can tell you something. So the key is just deep breath. Hope you got a cup of coffee with you. Maybe
lock in on 1010 92.5.
There we go. I-10, 1010.
All them 10s.
Today.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
What could Jacksonville do better? Find out from one of our best ever as David Garrard joins Mike and Fat Tony on Jaguars Today. Monday from 10 to noon. Restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida on 1010XL.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duvall sub. The Duvall comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duvall sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatments at Bowden Eye & Associates. Hey, Hicken here. Dr. Bowden and his expert team bring you all the latest options like Evo implantable Caliber lenses, refractive lens exchange, or traditional LASIK. Tailored just for you. Imagine waking up to clear vision. No hassle, no fuss. You ready to see the difference? Call now or visit BowdenEye.com for a free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, keeping the first coast focused.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminex. When mice and rats show up in your home or business, they can be a real pain. You need them out fast, before they have time to multiply. Terminex knows how to shut down rodents and will keep them from coming back to wreak more havoc. When rodents show up, so does Terminex. Don't live with a rodent problem, Terminex it. Visit Terminex.com today to schedule a free inspection online just like I did. That's TERMINIX.com. TERMINIX.com.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Jason, I called you about the ductwork in my attic this summer, and you totally blew me off.
I did.
My airflow is too low and my bills are too high.
I know.
There's stains on my ceiling tiles and sweating around the vents, and the mice have chewed so many holes in the ducts, I think they're getting more AC than I am.
I know.
Then how could you let me suffer all summer, Jason?
Because summer is the one time of year I just can't send my technician into someone's steaming hot attic. They'd kill me. Ductwork is hot, cramped work at the best of times. Lucky for you, those best of times are in November.
You mean like now?
Bueller Air and Plumbing. can repair your old, damaged, or just plain sketchy ductwork right now when it's not too hot and not too cold.
And none of your technicians will kill you.
It's a win-win.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back here on the Jolts Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We've got Chris Doring, and you can digest all the latest on the Lane Kiffin carousel. That's coming up inside an hour. We got some good guests around here, E.T. Fred Taylor on Monday mornings with his Jags perspective. Chris Doring on the Gators and the SEC. Riley Skinner, the Whisperer, all of them, man.
Loaded.
All right. Couple things here. I'm going to get into kind of the Jags on the stats sheet, like kind of where we stand here, heading down the stretch again, coming off the best performance by those offensive and defensive lines in combo that we've had in many, many, many moons. I tell you, the one thing that we said yesterday that most people stopped me about yesterday, and by the most, I mean at least 2 or 3 referenced, that was a crazy stat about the Chargers and the last time the Jaguars didn't punt. The last time the Jags didn't punt was way back in 2010. It was also against the Chargers, but it wasn't because they were playing so great. They had a bunch of turnovers, and they lost 38-13. What a completely different outcome. That's definitely Shazamish. But when you play as good as you did, especially on offense, now I talked about that one little running play that seemed to enter the playbook with Fred Taylor yesterday. It's kind of like the straight toss, like the guy's coming straight to the quarterback. You don't hand it to him, but you pitch it to him.
It's like a dive almost, but you toss it to him.
But you toss it to him. And they ran that, it seems like 4 or 5 times the other day, and that seemed to be new. But here's Liam Cohen, ET Cut 1. Look, they performed awesome 5 out of 6 touchdowns in the red zone, but he said it wasn't nothing new.
Having been on schedule with no negative plays, really, we had 2 negative plays total on the day. I know it maybe looks like I've got asked this now 2 or 3 times that, new plays, and none of these plays were new. So they were plays that we've had on the call sheet or that we've been kind of having repping that, you can get off and you can get, on schedule and stay on schedule for extended period of times, allowed us to be able to, execute some calls that we had ready to go and had practiced for the last few weeks. So.
All right, 192 yards rushing on Sunday. The Jags are right now 7th in the NFL in rushing, averaging about 127 and a half a game. Travis Etienne is the offense's top performer, at least when it comes to the league stat board. He is 11th in rushing yards with 729. On his way, if he stays healthy, to a career high. I should think they would certainly have an opportunity. He's got 7 games left. What's Travis's career high? Is what, about 11 something?
I think 1,100.
Yeah, about 1,100, and he's at 729 already. Again, he's only about 100 yards out of 4th place on the rushing list, so it's pretty jumbled there. Man, that's an eclectic list of the leading rushers
this year. It is.
You look at a guy like Javonte Williams has been really good for Dallas, at least as far as the production. Rico Dowdle has been amazing.
Toting that thing.
Yeah, so Etienne is left. We still have Devin Lloyd, T2 in interceptions. Hasn't had one in a while. He got those 4 early in the year, so his 4 is still tied for 2nd in the NFL when it comes to that. On the defensive side of the ball, well, first let's just break it down. By the way, it'll be fun to get hectic today.
Oh, yeah, I'm curious.
See from a curiosity standpoint, probably not going to move a ton. We didn't move a ton when we lost. Probably not going to move a ton when we win, but probably maybe up into the 14, which is, there's 14 playoff teams. I'm just saying. All right, let's go. Scoring offense for our Jaguars now is still plenty of room for improvement. Look, I'm not going to count it down. Looks like we're about 18th or 19th, 24. Is that right? Oh, hold on. That's yards. Let me go to points. Better in the scoring offense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14th in scoring offense. Actually, T13 with Green Bay. The Jags at 24 a game are scoring the same amount of points a game as Green Bay. The Bucs are averaging 25.2. It's only 1.2 more than what Liam Cohen is getting out of his Jaguars this year. Jags averaging more points per game than the Niners, the Eagles, the Broncos, the Chargers. The defensive side of the ball tells a much different, at times painful story. You know, holding them to 6 the other day is amazing when you consider they've given up 100 in the 3 previous games combined. So you're not going to see much upward movement, even though the Jags did hold them. Although we've had enough games where we had only 22.6. They're top half there, too. I mean, we're pushing being top 10 in both scoring offense and scoring defense. Like total offense when it comes to yards on both sides, no bueno. All right, I understand it's an emotional time in Dallas. It didn't hit right with me. That and a football fix when we return. You're listening to The Drill on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida State basketball at the Tucker Center against UT Martin today. The Seminoles are the 22.5-point favorite, 162.5 the total. Jacksonville plus 14.5 at George Mason, 135.5 the total. Tampa Bay Lightning at $1.70 home ice favorite against the New Jersey Devils, 5.5 over the total. Friday night, Florida State laying 4.5 at NC State of the ACC. Saturday in Gainesville, Tennessee, a 3-point favorite over Florida, 57.5 the total in the Swamp. Jacksonville Jaguars coming off that win over the Chargers at home. Head to Arizona's 2.5-point favorites, 47.5 the total. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keystoprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Just when you thought we couldn't bring you more, Keon Atlantic is here with a brand new store. We have the same great team to treat you well. With new savings during our grand opening sale. Keon Atlantic is here with the new store. Shop our best offers and largest selection yet. Save big during our grand opening sale. Is there something for everyone on our lot? You bet. If you're ready to experience something new, the all-new Keon Atlantic is ready for you. Your perfect ride is a visit away. Online at KeonAtlantic.com. Keon Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection.
What if you could pull up to $500,000 in cash out of your home and drop your mortgage rate to 4.99% APR? Hey, Prosser here, and right now at Loan Pronto, they've got the lowest rates in 3 years. With Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can get your cash in as little as 3 days, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and even skip your next 2 house payments. One client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Paid off their debt, paid off 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. One call, life change. There's no wait, no hard credit pull. You probably won't need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Rates at a 3-year low. Act now. Call 914-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. See how much cash you can get today. Call 914-999-1508. See how much cash you can get today. You can also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Scholar athletes prepare themselves to win at life.
1010XL and Southeast Orthopedic specialists shine the spotlight on the Scholar Athlete of the Week. Wednesdays on The Franchi Show. Checked by
The Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a dandy today.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open in World Golf Village with state-of-the-art technology that detects cancer fast and accurately. Same-day appointments are available where faster answers meet compassionate care. AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you it's a win every time.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Just recently, Cam Little was good from 68 yards to set an NFL field goal record. You know who else goes the distance? The team at Coil Fencing. Coil is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and has been serving the Jacksonville community for nearly 100 years. From sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love to tough chain link for your commercial project. Coil does it all. Visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
San Jose Collision is hiring for an automotive detailer and porter. If you're detail-oriented, dependable, and love working with cars, apply in person at San Jose Collision in Mandarin. Valid driver's license required.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, we're back on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Before we get into a more light-hearted, fact-based look at the NFL through the lens of the football fix, I just want to comment on just the weekend that was in the NFL when it came to the passing of Marshawn Nealand, the Dallas Cowboys defensive line, who left behind, I think, a pregnant girlfriend. Look. And the Cowboys are certainly emotional about it. They should be, E.T. There was a time when I first started really in broadcasting where journalism, the standard was you didn't report suicides. You want to be careful in promoting the option as viable.
I remember, like, when I was taking classes, now that you say that, that was, like, something that was taught. It's like you don't really want to you got to be very careful whenever you're speaking on suicide.
And so, look, I think the NFL missed their target this weekend.
Okay.
And I think what could have been used to spur, the visibility and the recognition of if you were dealing with something, get help, suicide prevention. And it seemed like that was a tagline to like a hero's honoring for a guy who took his own life.
Had I not known like the story and the situation, if I just turned on the TV to watch it, I would have thought like he passed away in like a war veteran
right,
or something like that.
Died in a car wreck.
Right.
And again, this is not to minimize at all, and I'm not. And I trust myself in coming across this way. But I think that the line got blurred by the NFL, and we gave a hero's exit to a manner of death that does not call for a hero's exit.
Correct.
And so there's a fine line between remembering and glorifying. And I feel like Marshawn Nealand over the weekend was glorified for his decision, and it's a decision that you would like to hope and believe that no one would ever have to make. In the story that could have been just pounded home here, the angle that should have been taken, the target that should have been hit, in my mind, would have been suicide awareness, prevention. Look, this shows you that you can, rather than normalizing it as an option, show if you're feeling certain ways, other people are too. Here's a guy with an NFL future. Everything seems to be great. You're not, that's not the option. And again, I understand it's different in the Cowboys. I get it, man. And it's not that you can't be sad for the passing. All of those things can also be true, but I think we missed the mark in how that whole thing was handled. And now again, as far as like you don't report on suicides, that bell's been unrung now with the mass media and social media. Those things aren't going to be head in the sand issues.
Right.
And so I'm not suggesting that, but let's quickly turn this horrific decision made by a man that impacts his wife and his future child, his teammates, and everyone else into keeping anyone else from making that decision. And I'm not sure flowing tributes would dissuade anyone. Fire up the band. We got a football fix. Cowboys do win the Monday Nighter last night, 33-16. I'd like to see the Jags take that same approach, right, at Arizona. It's a game you should win. Go win it. Go beat them. Get ticked off again. Jamar Chase has been suspended 1 game for spitting, a 2nd game for lying. No, the second part's not true. Maybe give him a 2-gamer, one just for just outright lying. It'll be interesting to see Chase now face, the media. And, Right, what you got to say, man? You sat here and told me right in my face. Nothing came out of your mouth, this, that, or the other. Dang, man. And by the way, whatever Jamar Chase is telling you in the locker room, take it with a grain of salt. Well, it goes from bad to worse from Shedeur Sanders. This new trend of breaking into athletes' homes while they're gone. If I know, to the point that I can remember the NFL, got security, they alerted players and did all that, but Shedeur Sanders apparently
crib got broken into.
Is the latest. There was a break-in at Cleveland Brown rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders' home during their game against the Ravens. Man, he's 144th pick in the draft. Not sure how much they found there, my man. I mentioned the Falcons. Michael Penix expected to miss the rest of the year after an injury. So Kirk Cousins, it doesn't matter. They're like the Bengals, 3-7. So what? The Jets are benching Justin Fields. Man, you've hit rock bottom when Tyrod Taylor is the better option. Mentioned Michael Penix out. Drake London going to be week to week. He's got a knee issue. And not a good sign for Abdul Carter, the Giants' top pick. He was benched at the beginning of their game against the Packers, and now we found out why. He was asleep at the team facility and missed a walkthrough.
Oh.
Yeah, there's never a good reason for a grown man to be sleeping at 10, 11 in the morning.
Oh.
Or whatever time I don't want to put a time on it. I don't know. And the 49ers in search of a kicker again. Eddie Pinheiro is hurt. Feelings probably hurt, too. I think he missed 2 extra points on Sunday. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin and the home course. Tee it high and let it fly to Julington Creek Golf Club. Pick and Rival and more come your way next. It is a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, Duvall all day. Search 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
This is your escape. This is your next adventure. This is Mazda, and this is Mazda at the Avenues. Lauren Brooks here. Right now, purchase any new Mazda model, and Mazda at the Avenues will match your down payment or your payments for 1 full year. Plus, every new Mazda comes with 3 years, 36,000 miles of maintenance at no additional charge to you. This is luxury, and this is the start of something new. This is Mazda at the Avenues. For complete details, call 904-430-8047.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I've been telling you how proud I am of my daughter Amber, who's lost so much weight on Awaken 180. But it's been a while now, so I wonder if it's something she can maintain. So I sort of asked her, how's it going?
So far, so good, Dad. But you're right, it has been a while. But that's the beauty of the Awaken 180 plan. There's so much variety in the food choices, you don't get bored.
You look great. Do you feel better?
I feel so much better. And I know it's because of the weight loss and how it's changed my lifestyle. So there's no chance I won't sustain it.
Well, what about over the holidays? Look, you grew up in our home, and you know we love the holidays.
Oh, I still plan on enjoying the holidays. I just plan on doing it by eating right. And I've already had the conversation with my coach. She understands the challenges of the holidays, and she's guided so many folks just like me through this. We've already made a plan.
So take my kid's word for it. Awaken 180 works. It's sustainable, even over the holidays. So change your life by calling 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Home of the Jaguars, WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach, WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY and take the fear out of the fight. Offices, Jacksonville.
Don't ignore plumbing leaks. They can lead to mold and mildew or structural damage and drain your wallet. So when you have a leak and can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing, plumbingjacksonville.com.
The World Poker Tour is here at Best Bet Jacksonville through November 18th. Now is your time to become a World Poker Tour champion with 14 poker tournaments, including the Best Bet Scramble, a $5,000 buy-in, no-limit hold'em main event with a $1 million guaranteed prize pool. Win your way in through satellites happening now. For the full World Poker Tour schedule and more information, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprowski at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaprowskis are a husband and wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprowski are the answer. Craig.Kaprowski at Goosehead.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by USA Airport Parking. On Monday, the Jags continued to enjoy a well-earned victory. Josh Hines Allen says rushing the ball got his QB started.
We ran the ball well, which frees him. I feel like frees him up to be the best Trevor Lawrence player that we can have.
JU men's basketball heads to 4-0 George Mason. You can hear the game live starting at 7 this evening on 1010XL AM and stream. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 7 a.m. and it's 54 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because the Dan Hicken Arrival and more is next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord,
you know it!
I've been waiting for this moment.
Easiest prediction ever.
Yes, sir! I always wondered why, Phil, if you listen closely, he doesn't really say hold on, he says hold on. Hold on.
Hold on.
How bald-headed woman?
Hold on.
How bald-headed woman would it be that if you always thought it said, "What my love" or something love? Oh Lord, that's what I always thought it said.
Oh Lord.
That's what I always thought it said. Till just now, I never knew it said. Oh,
Yeah, that's fair.
I thought it said "Oh Lord."
Till just right now.
So right this second, I always thought the song went. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. That's
Did
what
you
I thought
really?
it said. I really did. I don't read
Does
the
it
lyrics.
say oh no?
Huh?
Oh no.
No, he's saying hold on.
See,
He says.
I always thought it said oh no.
There we go.
Now we got to check.
Well, there you go. Just musical savants here. I think it's hold. I'm going to go with Hicks. Hold on.
Yeah, it might be hold
Yeah,
on.
they-
I can feel it coming here tonight.
It's-
Hold on. See, I always thought it was oh no.
I always thought it was oh Lord.
It is oh Lord.
Yeah! Score one for the Lord!
I got to go home. This is a stunner to me.
Yes! Woo!
Play that thing again.
Yes! Oh Lord! That a boy, Lord!
I can feel it coming.
I always thought it was hold on.
Oh Lord, yeah, I hear it. I have heard it the whole time. Wow. All right, good.
Stunner, man.
And a stunner.
I'm freaked out.
That's an upset.
Doesn't Alan say oh no in The Hangover when he's singing it? Oh no.
I don't know.
Dang. Now I gotta go watch.
That's what we do on this show. You're welcome. You're stuck in traffic on I-10. You thought you were having the worst morning of your life, and that
It just happened.
I mean, 81,
91, 01, 11, 21.
40-something years?
44 years I've thought it's hold on.
That's your bald-headed woman.
Wow. That's stunning.
Living in the swamp.
Bald-headed woman.
I'm not talking about Meridian.
There's a lot of them. Mm-hmm.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
The stunner is that I'm the least equipped musically of the three of us. Not even close. When it comes, So there we go.
Who knew?
Boom.
Well, we've all learned something. I think we call it a day.
Call it a day.
We can't top that.
Just learn something and move on. The day is successful.
Let's go golfing.
Okay.
Let's just get out of here.
Just the three of us.
Yeah, why not? We'll go shoot
Idea for next spring, a golf day where we go out and they put a little earphone in us and we just play golf and do a show.
Yeah.
Huh? You like that, E? Right? Just we got the technology, but just clip a mic on.
Easy.
And put an earpiece in and, Trent can follow us around with a little dish. Trent, we got another assignment for you, buddy.
Sadly, Trent's not with us anymore. I had him rubbed out yesterday.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He
stepped out of the family.
Yeah, he ratted a hick out on the Gator podcast.
Dang.
Yeah. How did he take that?
He doesn't know.
Oh, yeah, because you would scare Trent to death.
Yeah.
You have that countenance about it. People are afraid of you around here. In fact, Ken Brady had to tell him, don't be afraid of Dan.
Yeah. I put the hit on him. He's going to take care of it.
Oh, no. This is good Dateline.
Don't ask questions.
You better hope that Trent in some side irony doesn't get murdered.
Oh no. I'm just joking,
Okay,
Googans.
all right, yeah.
I don't want one of the Guggen faithful hunt him down.
Oh no, who is this Trent?
Trent's a great young man.
I love him to death.
Does terrific work around.
He lives through the swamp sessions with us.
He does.
And he does the hard part.
That's no fun.
Yeah, we do the easy part. He does the hard. Last week he witnessed some sort of marital confrontation. I mean, it's a jungle out there.
Well, we've got some sort of iCloud problem.
Yeah,
Right now.
Hick is like that old Saturday Night Live skit where the teleprompter went out and the anchors just went crazy and cannibalized each other.
Internal server error.
He can't get on his Twitter right now.
Atlanta Cloudflare error.
Yes.
Dealing with it too.
Browser working. Twitter.com host working. Atlanta Cloudflare error. Can I get IT? Where's IT?
Cloudflare right now is taking a hit.
I need IT to fix the Cloudflare.
Cloudflare also does the text line, I've learned. So it is, in a way, it is Twitter the whole time.
We down bad.
What happened? There is an internal server error on Cloudflare's network.
It's level 500.
What can I do?
500.
Please
Nothing.
try again in a few minutes.
Okay.
That's what I'm being told. I need IT.
Level 500. I do know that. I see 500 on ET screen. I got 500 on mine. We got a 500.
Oh, yeah. We got error code 500.
Yeah, error code 500 internal server.
500.
Somebody get on that.
Oh, let's do this.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, no.
Visit Cloudflare. Cloudflare protects this website, but something went wrong trying to reach it.
Oh. Yeah, it doesn't protect it very well, apparently.
Yeah.
Protects it about like,
Hell with Cloudflare.
Chargers offensive line did on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Connect, protect, and build everywhere. Put the connectivity cloud to work for you.
Oh.
That's Cloudflare.
Okay.
I don't like the two L's either. Cloudflare.
Yeah.
It should be Cloudfare.
Or don't even just,
Or
cloud
just cloud.
something.
Hey, you, get off of my cloud. Oh, Lord.
There we go.
That's
Boom.
amazing, man. Hold on. I can't come back from
Well,
that.
you're rattled.
That'll
happen.
This show has got me.
Man, what a fascinating 24 hours it's going to be from like yesterday, today, tomorrow. There's always going to be some tentacle of the Lane Kiffin story. Now it's the families visiting the locations.
LSU jumped in the mix yesterday.
Yeah, it seems like they're more in the mix than they felt like. But I think that if he leaves Ole Miss, it won't be for LSU. It'll be for Florida.
Oh. I don't know. LSU, I'm sure the Bayou Bengals will go. They tend to do things like, all right, $20 million a year.
Yeah.
And we'll see if money, because he said money never's mattered to him. We'll see.
Well, and there's also this. I mean, I don't know how that governor can look anyone with a straight face. I mean, they made all these parameters of no buyouts and all these things. The thought immediately from the Feinbaums and others connected Southern college football of the world is that he killed it for the chances of getting Lane Kiffin. Because
that's what many people thought.
It's too hands-on. If you're Lane Kiffin, you want to deal with the AD and the governor? I mean, I don't know.
No.
I have no idea.
No, who knows?
You would think, but
money talks, though.
But it's going to boil down to where do you at this stage, Hick, and where do you want to live? Where would you rather live?
Yeah.
Would you rather live in Gainesville and have a condo at Crescent Beach? Would you rather live in Baton Rouge and have a place on the Gulf somewhere? Or would you rather stay in Oxford?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Well, I think Oxford's out.
It feels that way, and
it looks like Lane's ready to spring.
Applying pressure.
And I said this to him.
Yeah, they are applying pressure.
You can agree with me if you want, but when you see stories like what we saw yesterday out of Ole Miss, that they're always probably like a half a day publicly from what's already been discussed. Like that didn't ambush Lane. He knew they were going to make that announcement.
Well, he's going to listen.
He knows he's leaving.
The funny part about that is Ole Miss is, quote, applying pressure that they want to know by the Egg Bowl. That's when it was going to be decided anyway.
Right.
So, in other words, Ole Miss is just trying to save a little bit of face.
And and Lane's allowing them to.
Yeah.
Right, because he can handle it all. Have you seen the dude's Instagram? He ain't bothered right now.
No,
so, okay, that's fine. Ole Miss, they took the bull by the horns here.
Right. So, and there's a lot of nonsense out there on social media, and there's some truths out there on social media. So, sort through it and decide what you think, what you know, what is going to happen. What I read in and what I hear is I don't think he's staying at Ole Miss. I think he's leaving.
Right.
I think LSU is a alternative. I'm hoping it's a money ploy by the agent. Half the people said Lane was in Baton Rouge. Half the people said Lane's in Oxford. The plane went to Baton Rouge.
I think the family
was.
I think the most
was Layla and Knox, and So who knows?
It feels like the reports I saw were that it was I didn't see any. And
we
again,
do feel like Layla, the ex, and Knox, the son, did go to Buchholz High School and check out their football program. So
yeah.
But we'll again.
She knows the lay of land in Gainesville. They know the lay of land in both these places. This is all formality, isn't it? It's just going through the pomp and circumstance. Yeah, let's take the private plane and the VIP tour.
Right.
Okay.
So every day there'll be stories out there until he makes his decision, and he'll make his decision, and he's probably already made his decision, and he'll announce his decision, or at next week. They got a bye week this week, which just makes it even more fun.
Now you wag the dog a little bit, and you just you let it play out where as much as you can, everyone seems like they won.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And look, when Ole Miss,
then the next decision would be, well, first he announces where he's going.
Right.
And then the next decision would be for if he leaves, does he coach through the playoffs?
Right.
Seems like Ole Miss isn't really
we'll put
hyped on that.
They're
a little bit
coordinator in there.
A little bit hurt, or whatever.
I get that too. It's a tough spot. I don't know. And if you're and because you also want to hit the ground run. Look, the portal opens on the January 2nd.
Yeah.
Before the playoffs get to the final stages. I mean, unless you
win a couple.
Lose week one, right?
Yeah. So a lot of, and it's never a good time, and blah blah blah. And a couple of these guys will come out and tell us how they should change the way that it's done. And somebody will have some suggestion. I don't know what the right way is. Yeah. I don't know how you can get the right timing to.
It's not like the NFL where you have like a month that you can, absorb, and you have so many more options. Like if you don't have as many options.
Yeah.
Like the NFL, if you go for a coaching search, you can literally start probably with 40 names of
and
guys.
James Franklin must know what's going on, because James Franklin decided that, all right, I'm taking Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
So he must know that FSU
never got heavily linked to Florida. Maybe at LSU, I'm not sure.
He must know that FSU is
got no options.
Not happening.
Yeah. Handcuffed.
I wish, I would like James Franklin if Lane Kiffin didn't come.
I would have too.
The other one that the Gator people are kicking around a lot, and I don't know that he has any interest in leaving, nor do I think he would, is Lincoln Riley.
Right.
So, obviously they're trying to.
Those are all such huge upgrades.
But, a lot of this really is, with all due respect, a lot of this is on the AD. It's time for the AD to step up and find the right guy. He's gone 0 for 2. And I'm talking about Florida's AD. So that's
0 for 2 at the football coach.
And 0 for a lot, 1 for a lot in hiring coaches.
Yeah.
He hasn't done a lot.
The only
I think
one
he's
that
on his
worked out.
third women's soccer coach. I mean, he's not had a good track record.
And again, he only gets partial credit for Golden. You didn't even fly and meet the dude. You can't. How do you hire a coach at that level without having a face-to-face? We did him over Zoom, which tells me you're doing all on someone else's recommendation, which was a good one, a strong one from Bruce Pearl. I mean, that's why Todd Golden's in Gainesville, a big part of it. But anyway, they got to get it right, and the surest fire get it right is in Oxford, and that's why there's all of this. The Titans kind of entered the fray a little bit. I saw a report that he would be their first choice. You seen that anywhere? Tennessee Titans?
For who?
For Kiffin.
Oh.
Yeah, Kiffin's name got attached to them yesterday for the first time, at least from the first.
One of the things you'll want to ask Lane Kiffin is, are you a college guy? Do you have NFL
that's right.
aspirations? So
right.
I don't think that would hold you back from hiring him, but you would like to know. I do have our poll question.
Nice. Got it up.
Brought to you by our friends. No.
Oh, you found a way.
Yeah, actually, I think E posted it.
Yeah, it's back.
And then I stole it. It's back?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's back over here, man. I'm the Cloudflare.
I'm still Cloudflared. Oh no, I'm good too.
You're good.
Way to go, Cloudflare.
All right, good job. Let's hold standby here. Let me Twitter up. Oh, I'm Cloudflare.
Hit the refresh.
Yeah, hit the refresh. It should be working.
What the hell's refresh? I don't know what refresh is.
It's up. There's a like a little arrow that goes in a circle in
Yeah,
there
like
at
a
the top
circle
up
that's
there.
not fully
See, at
closed.
the top of your bar up there on your web page. You're
Oh,
looking
on
down.
the page.
Yeah. He's looking at his refresh button on the thing.
I thought it was on the
up
actual
top, at the
keyboard.
left of the address bar there.
Oh,
There should be
yeah,
a little
there we
circle.
go.
There you go.
There we go. All right, yeah. Yeah, we're rocking now. Here we go. That's good news. This can help get me
Hey,
out
that's
of
a
my
great. But
hold
just
on.
real quick though, that is a great hire by Virginia Tech. What an awesome
Great
hire
hire.
in
I'd be
in a
pumped.
sketchy league. This guy will go in there and win. Virginia Tech's gonna come back and be a
Y'all
double-digit
say
win
y'all
program.
would have been good with him in Florida?
I would.
I would have.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, considering the options, I'd take him
do
over
I want,
some of the other ones.
Do I want him or Drinkwitz? I would take James Franklin,
would.
quite honestly. You know, so. Dreamfinders Homes brings us the poll question. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, the Gators, the PGA Tour. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. Check out those beautiful homes. They are unbelievable, and the interest rate packages that they offer are absurdly good. At least 15 different locations throughout our city.
15 of them things?
Yes, E. Thank you very much. And listen, go to dreamfindershomes.com for all your information. One of the things, I jumped the gun last week, got freezing cold takes and all that with the Houston game, and very proud of that, by the way, and excited and appreciative of all the people sending that to me. But with that said, again, I go back to this. I'll ask both of you this question, and this is kind of setting up the Dreamfinders Homes poll question. I don't care. It'll be forever hold on to me. Somebody just said
Too
it.
bad.
Thank you. I agree.
Yeah, well, be wrong.
Hold on. Oh, Lord. If they weren't the Jacksonville Jaguars and they were just a football team, okay? If they were just a football team and not the Jaguars, just a team that you've been watching, and they're 6-4, and you look at their schedule, what would you tell me about what's going to happen the rest of this year? You've watched all 10 games. What do you feel about this football team?
They'll go 500. They'll go 500.
They'll go 500. What
That's
is the
what
potential
if they were
for
just
you?
a generic team.
What is the potential for you?
Now,
for
hold
this
on.
team?
Do you mean like individually going game by game and projecting, or you just mean what do I think?
What
They
do you
look-
I
I
mean-
think they'll be 10-7. I mean, they're 6-4.
Yeah.
I know they've beaten some good teams. I follow them. I think they'd be 10-7.
Okay. All right. E, how about you?
I would have said this is a 10 plus win team.
10 plus wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I looked at their schedule, I'd really think that. And if I really was watching, as you said, and I knew they beat the Chiefs and the Chargers and the Niners, that would give me a little bit more
Yeah, it's just like
confidence.
it's 10 games in. I still am not sure about this football team. Like, how good are they? They've beaten some really good teams here now.
Yeah.
And they've lost some horrific games.
It's all about one thing that
very odd.
we learned on Sunday is we can talk about Trevor's passer rating week to week. We can talk about dropped passes. We can talk about referee calls. It's all about these lines of scrimmage when they just get beatered and when they get beaten and battered and they don't show up and compete, we can't win. And that's what has happened in the really 3 of the last 4 losses were all because the lines of scrimmage were dominated. They were. In the fourth quarter at Houston, the defense couldn't put any pressure. The offense couldn't generate one first down. In the Rams and Seahawks, it was at times you never had a chance because of the line of scrimmage play. So those are the guys you want to, quote, tick off going into this week.
So the question is, how did Sunday's win change your opinion of the Jags the rest of the season? And here are your 4 choices.
Okay, this is a good question.
How did Sunday's win change your opinion, if it did, of the Jags the rest of the season? Definitely not the same old Jags. One of your choices. 9-10 wins easy. Oh, they'll win the AFC South. Or still not sold.
Yeah, it's the last answer is the 0.00 for me. And in the immediate, what was the second one?
9-10 wins easy. Definitely not the same old Jags.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Definitely not the same old Jags. That's that. If you've been here for 30 years, I think that answer encapsulates all those other options.
E, what say you?
Well, I had them boys going 12-5, so 9 to 10 win easy. I think we'll get 9 to 10 wins easy.
Okay. And I guess what I'm doing, like on Twitter and stuff, is more so for the still not sold gang that leads this poll with 35.5%. Just over 9 to 10 wins easy, but stuns me a little bit.
You got a negative following, friend.
Well, no, I don't. I understand.
So what? I guess what are you selling me for that to make sense? Not sold what?
They're not sold on this team being like a
9 wins.
Team. Oh, I guess not.
I would challenge anyone who answered 9 sold to bet me their properly earned money that this team won't get to 9. They're 3 away from there.
Oh.
I'd be happy to take any wager from anyone in the world right now for any amount that the team doesn't get 9.
Let's not do that.
I think they get 9 too.
Easy.
I do too, but that could
backfire.
Only if it's made.
Then I got to listen to my guys. I'm not giving you any $1,000.
Yeah, no.
Somebody on the text line is going to say, "All right, Jeff, I'll bet you 5 large."
Okay, and I'll take it.
Oh no, you won't.
Yes, I will.
No, you won't.
Bring it down. Give the 5 large to ET, and I'll give 5 large to ET.
Let's not do that.
Are you kidding me? To get to 9?
Not do that. No, I'm just telling you.
To get to 9?
I'm just trying to help you.
You're not helping me. I mean, I'll take it in a million years. You're telling me all I got to do is win 3 games the rest of the year? I would bet any amount of money right now. In Vegas, I would take my life savings.
Oh gosh.
And tell you they're going to win 9.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Let's not go there. Hold on.
That's just me.
But so for the still not sold crowd, 35.5%. I guess what we're trying to get past is you guys, the 35.5. And again, I don't blame you. If you're a hardcore, longtime Jaguar fan, I've said this many times. We've been kicked in the hoo-hoos year after year, game after game, home after home. So I understand it. However, I think that one of the biggest things that this regime is accomplishing is proving to us they're not the same old Jags. And I think that's what we got to let ourselves buy into. So I'm trying to convince you guys that they're not the same old Jags.
That was my answer. I'm convinced.
This is different. So, anyway.
I'll do a wheel spin, a mass wheel spin. Anybody who wants to spin the wheel versus me spinning the wheel on 9 wins, then there's no money. You don't have to worry about any financial,
I ain't taking that.
Every day he spins the wheel because 87 people said, yeah, I'll bet you. And so.
No, I spin it one time.
Oh, one time.
He said
and everybody else spins if they lose.
Okay.
You don't think they're getting a 9.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'd rather win the money.
Yeah, but who don't think like we're getting a 9? Like I don't want to mush jinx with it.
No, whatever. You don't watch. You're not watching. Anybody that knows anything at all about football would look at this team and say they're getting a 9.
I'm just saying, stranger
I
things
get it. I hear you.
occurred.
Sure. Absolutely. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
I could fall victim to some craziness. I've seen enough out of this team through 10 games, looking at the schedule they play, the Jets, the Titans twice, that they're going to get to 9. I'll be disappointed if they get to 9.
What?
Yeah.
You'll be disappointed if they stop at 9. So will you.
Absolutely.
So will anyone that took the bet.
All right. But anyway, that's the Dreamfinders Homes poll question. We got a lot ahead today. Got a busy Tuesday.
Is Doring next? Or is he 7:30? We got him next. All right,
let's do that.
Maybe he hosted Lane Kiffin. He Airbnb'd for Layla and the kids.
That would be nice.
Back with more. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. I did see a speed trap in play as well. JTB headed west just before 295. Ponch and John, apparently. The chips are out there.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
One of the unheralded heroes of the Jaguars game on Sunday was this cat, Quentin Morris. Quentin Morris, if you go back and watch the video, man, guy played 50 snaps. 50 snaps. The reason why is he's a good blocker. And he blocked. Boy, did he block. The Jags had, according to John Shipley, 5 rushes of 10-plus yards. Quentin Morris was on the field for 4 of them. So this young cat, along with Danny Strigo, B.J. Green, I think those young guys infused something into this football team. I don't know if it's some juice. I don't know if it was like a passion to be playing and being appreciative of getting out there, dressing out and getting snaps. Besides special teams, I don't know what it was. But those young guys, they brought something, and that something also contributed on Sunday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Every Friday in the fall is Pregame Friday.
Is this what I think it is? Yes, it is.
We'll get you ready for the games. Who's in, who's out.
This is what I'm talking about.
Built by Dream Finders Homes. Homes built to fit your lifestyle on 1010XL.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we all think kind of the same thing, right? And we're always looking, you know, if you had the opportunity to save money, would you if you could, right? Of course you would. And that's what I did with Craig and Chris Kaprosky and the Kaprosky Agency. They actually found me a great homeowner's insurance policy that took not 50 or 100, but hundreds of dollars off my monthly mortgage payment. And what about auto insurance, right? You ever pay attention to that? It seems like it just kind of goes up like cable on its own, you know? Well, not with the Kaproskis. They pay attention to it. And if things get out of hand, they find you different alternatives. So be it auto, flood, renters, homeowners, boat, life insurance, just get a checkup. It's easy to do. They'll be very upfront. They'll let you know, hey, that's a great deal. It sounds like we can't beat that. And they'll let you know if they can help. They're so easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaprosky@goosehead.com. That's Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com. Or give him a call, 478-8422, 904-478-8422. They're Craig and Chris Kaprosky, part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well. Here for Zero Res, it's Thanksgiving time, man. But listen, don't deal with the toughest gravy, cranberry sauce, or pumpkin pie disasters. Let the cleaning freaks do it. Get back to clean. 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at $149. A 4th room free with a canned food donation. Ideally, a full bag of cans, not just 1 or 2. Also, take $75 off your air duct cleaning. Call my friend Zero Res right now, 28757, or go online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and say you want the 1010 special. Zero Res, spelled backwards and forwards. It spells the same.
I open the door and take you inside the locker room to get you closer to the field, the players and coaches you care about.
Get a look at Hayes' blog on 1010XL.com.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reese Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsiège experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Kiffin here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Bring your marketing to the next level with 3D Digital, your local video production and digital marketing agency that specializes in ensuring your brand story is seen, heard, and remembered. Our award-winning team creates professional content that will be launched across multiple platforms to precisely target your audience. Call us at 904-712-4004 or visit 3ddigital.com to define, design, and deliver exceptional results for your business.
Brian Wall here with Window World. You know that awesome feeling when you finally find that one place to go to that will give you a top quality product at a great price and then stand behind what they sell you? That's exactly what Window World does. Top quality, energy efficient windows at a great price that keeps more of your money in your bank account. With the absolute best guarantee in the window replacement business. That's why Window World has been the #1 window replacement company in the USA for years, selling more than 1 million windows each year for the past 8 years. That's a lot of satisfied customers, and you can be one too. Save money on installing new energy-efficient windows and save on your energy bills too. You can't lose. And if anything goes wrong with your new Window World windows ever, Window World and I will be there to make it right. Call Window World today or see them online and have them come and give you a free estimate and see why we are so proud of our products and the work we do for our customers. Call Window World or go online at windowworldneflorida.com. And thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line. Hello. Your floor's missing piece. Now, wide receiver for the head ball coach. 2,000 yards, 31 touchdowns. SEC Network analyst, number 28, Captain Doe, Chris Doring. Protected by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, before we get started, I got to ask Chris Doring a question. It's a question that has thrown the drill into a frenzy today.
Yeah.
Chris,
we apologize for being a little off schedule here, Chris. We get shiny objects. We get distracted. Here's why. Here comes the question. I know what you're going to ask him.
Yeah. Chris, you know that Phil Collins song, right? I mean,
In the
probably
Air Tonight.
when you were a superstar with you and Chris Reimer back in high school, leading your Gainesville high school to multiple whatever it is you won. You guys would play I Can Feel It in the Air Tonight, Phil Collins, to get hyped up for the games, right?
Yeah.
Right.
In fact, that was one of the songs that when I was with the Steelers, they would play during our warm-up period, which got everybody going. Yeah.
All right, here comes the quiz.
Here's the question. It's a question, and it's one that has.
We went 1 for 3 in a shocking upset. I was the one that had the lyric correct.
For 45 years, I've thought it was this, but what is the lyric when I can feel it coming in the air tonight? And then you say,
is it Oh Lord?
Yes, you're with me, Chris.
There he is. He's a winner. I thought it was Hold On for 45 years, Chris.
I can see that. I think I can hear that too.
I thought it was Hold On.
E.T. thought it was Oh No.
You mentioned Reimer back in the day. I don't know if anybody's ever made the transition from left guard to wide receiver from junior to senior year, but he did it, man.
That sounds like him. He'd be a receiver with a guard's mentality. Ask Denny Northcutt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he got in a fight with Denny Northcutt in Arizona.
Yeah, he did.
Yes,
Of course
he did. Heck yeah, he did.
Right on brand.
Heck yeah, he did. All right, well, what's the latest, Chris Doring? I mean,
did you host Layla and the kids?
The latest, first and foremost, let's talk about the game. The latest is, stop me if you've heard this storyline before, the defense does everything they can do to hold you in the game. The offense makes some plays to give you some hope, but at the end of the day, it's missed opportunities and mistakes that cost Florida a chance to win against the team that they are equally as good at, if not better. So, the frustration goes on there. But I don't know how much I believe about the whole Layla and Knox and the.
Were you in Gainesville yesterday, Chris Doring?
Did you host? That's what we're getting to.
Yeah.
I did not host, it is. I don't know about you guys, man. I almost feel dirty at this point. It feels gross a little bit.
That's good. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Well, it's. I don't know how you fix it. I don't know. Like I said earlier, one of the media boys will write an article about this is the way you should do it with hiring a coach. I don't know. The timing is just a little bit messed up, so it is what it is.
As to Saturday night's game, though, Chris, I'll say that Dan said one of the smartest things I think he said in a long time. I thought he made a really good point about that game and how that game is why Lane Kiffin would go to Florida. I don't know how you said it exactly, but
I think it was. I think Ole Miss is. This version of Ole Miss is Lane Kiffin's best team that he's had, and here's Florida at 3-6 going in there with an interim coach and just battling them. I mean, and giving them everything they could want. I just think that obviously to me I've said this all along. Florida, Auburn, LSU, take your pick. I mean, they're all potentially, but Ole Miss isn't at that level. They're a notch below it.
Why do you think that is, though? Is it not being able to get the top talent? I mean, because everything else should be even now. I mean, in terms of the money that's being able to be paid. I would say that the visibility of Lane Kiffin is higher than probably any other coach, most other coaches in college football in general. So you got that.
Right.
I mean, Oxford, Mississippi, if you've ever been, is an amazing place to go. I don't know why it still seems that they are a notch below some of the top tier SEC programs.
And I will acknowledge this as kind of evidence of that. We're in a great unknown here, guys. We don't know what it takes to be a perennial college football contender now. The field has changed. How you get your players, NIL and portal, you don't have to impress them on a recruiting visit. You just got to stroke them a check. Yeah. You have a playoff field now where it's not just 2 teams. You play down to get one shot at a BCS. 12 teams go. You keep people awful happy going to a 12-team playoff every year. So Chris's point is a valid one. That's why, I mean, the era of having to, quote, step up to Alabama or Georgia or Michigan or anywhere else,
I think history matters, though. I think Chris is
to coaches maybe.
I think you guys are living when you make that point, you're living in the here and now and say, okay. And I think Ole Miss obviously is a better football team, but there's no way that I think it's a better football program than a Florida or an Auburn or an LSU. I mean, and it's little things. I mean, I could sit there and listen. They had an electric atmosphere. It was great, 68,000, which would have been our record crowd in 1982. Or 13 SEC championship appearances to none, Chris, none. They've never been there. So NFL players, I mean, we could just go down, you played in the swamp. You know what it's like. I mean, so I think those things still ultimately matter. Now, the other stuff, I think a good coach brings that other stuff with him, and then that makes that program, like Ohio State, they figured it out. Alabama seemingly has figured it out.
And we're gonna have an interesting case study to parallel watch here, and that's Cignetti at Indiana. I mean, Cignetti at Indiana is Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss. It's almost a dead thing.
I'm glad you mentioned Cignetti because I feel like what you're seeing at Indiana, at Vanderbilt, even at Ole Miss, is the power of what a great coach can do to create culture, not just for the football team, but the fans. There's a tough, hard-nosed, rigid kind of feeling about Indiana, and those fans have embraced it. Vanderbilt's got this Diego Pavia show that has become a popular thing, but they're disciplined on the way that they play football. They play great defense that reflects Clark Lee. Lane Kiffin, that whole they got some swag about them as fans. I mean, they got some cockiness that I think that reminds me of how it was around here with Coach Spurrier. So I think the great coaches not only build good football programs, but their personality permeates throughout the fan base, and I think that's why the thought of losing Lane Kiffin is so scary to Ole Miss, because not only are they relevant, but they like being this little cocky kind of fan base that has a little bit of edge to them.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all.
Our today's sponsor, Catlin Truck Accessories, agrees because he's an Ole Miss grad and he's just as you described.
Hey, Chris, do you think Indiana would beat, like Indiana Ohio State played? Do you think it's a down to the wire game?
Man, it's hard because it goes back to what we just said.
Yeah,
how do I unwire my brain to think the way that traditionally it's thought? But yeah, I think so. I mean, who have we seen Ohio State play? That's
nobody.
I agree. That I have a problem with is even Texas. At that point in the year, they weren't anything great. I mean, so we don't really know. I would say that we've seen more from Indiana, going on the road and winning against Oregon the way that they did. I feel like we've seen more from the Hoosiers than we have from Ohio State, so I'm not really sure. I'd like to think that Indiana would be able to compete with them.
Chris, let me ask you your opinion. Let me ask you a question that'll affect where my pendulum is right now. In building a winning college football program right now, where would you put high school the percentage importance of high school recruiting versus transfer portal? Which of those two? What's the percentage breakdown at this stage of those two ways to build your roster?
I believe it should be 75% high school recruiting, 25% transfer portal. You go in and sprinkle. It's almost like the old days where teams would use junior college players to plug holes that they have in their roster. And maybe a little bit more than that now, but you have to be able to recruit great players, and more importantly than recruiting them, you have to convince them to stay and understand, what the path is going to be like. And that's what I loved about what Kirby Smart said, over the last couple of days about, we want guys that are here that more than just a check. We want them to understand the physicality of our program. And I think that was one of the things that Coach Spurrier, even in the different era of football, he wasn't begging anybody to come. He wanted you to come be a part of what we were doing because you wanted to be a part of it, because you wanted to be a Gator, because you bought into the culture. And I think you still have to be able to get those guys that buy it out of high school, believe it, stay the course, and then sprinkle some transfer portal guys in there.
I would just say then, if it's still 75% most important in building your winning program, that's why Lane Kiffin leaves Ole Miss for LSU or Florida. It's a much easier sell. The environment with 90,000 in a game that means a ton. When you walk them through your hall of champions with Heisman winners and national title trophies, it's just going to hit different for those 75% that are making those decisions. At least I think that. Now, then you get into the money thing, and, does that even things out? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's to me what – and plus I'm a Gator, so it's always going to be the best job.
Hey, Chris, 10-2 or 9-3 in the college football playoff, does it depend to you, or is it if you're 10-2 in a conference, you ought to be ahead of the 9-3 team?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, to me, it sounds like you're talking about what Vanderbilt and Texas could end up being, and I kind of went through that in my power rankings. Is like, we could be looking at a Vanderbilt team that goes 10-2. I think, unfortunately, there could be an SEC team at 10-2 that gets left out of the playoff, namely Vanderbilt, given what the committee basically said about them, putting them at number 14 last week. But I think that's an interesting case study because the committee talked about the importance of scheduling difficult out-of-conference opponents, and they're using that new metric. They call it record strength. But if you're looking at Texas, they could have scheduled somebody much easier than going on the road and having to play in Columbus in the first week of the season against Ohio State. And if they did, they would be sitting with 2 losses. They'd be the same number of losses that Vanderbilt had, and they beat them head-to-head a couple weeks ago. Like, that's the quandary that I find myself in when trying to rank those 2 teams. I did end up putting Texas ahead of Vanderbilt there, despite the 1 loss more that the Longhorns have. But yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to, I think there will be clearly some 10-2 teams, perhaps from the Big 12. Miami could be a 10-2 team that may be left out as well. Although I hate to think about them being, much as I hate Miami, them being left out at 10-2 and Notre Dame at 10-2 and having beaten them head to head, I would have a problem with that. But I think it varies from conference to conference.
And I agree. I was actually talking more so about a team like Miami at 10-2 versus a 9-3 Texas because our boy Herbie started stumping a little bit for the Longhorns, and I don't see it. Now, listen, in the end, it's 12 teams, so it is what it is. You make your own bed in a way, but there's still fairness when you start to figure things out. And to me, if you're 10-2 in a power conference, I think you ought to be ahead of the 9-3 teams personally. But
think about this. What would Texas have? Texas would have wins over Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They would have wins over Vanderbilt, who was a highly ranked team at the time. They would have a win over Texas A&M at the end of the season, which would be a big statement to the committee. An undefeated Texas A&M going down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
But I've watched Texas. I've watched Texas. You've watched Texas. Texas is okay. They're not great. And they've lost 3 games. Shouldn't have lost to Florida is what I would tell you. You made your own bet when you lost to Florida.
That's the same argument that 9-3 Ole Miss had about losing to Kentucky last year, right? I mean, there are bad losses on there. But tell me, you just said that they're good, they're not great. But who is great? Like Alabama.
Well, that's fair.
I went off on Alabama yesterday because these fans act like, I had to listen to one say, the better team didn't win. Yes, they did. They went to your place and beat your ass. And I know that there's a differential in yardage, but it was a bad matchup for Alabama. And the fans, we just made too many mistakes. Oklahoma made you make mistakes because they knew how to create advantages in pass protection. Your running backs can't pass protect. They can't run. It's a one-dimensional team. So they're going to be an early exit in the playoff because they don't have any ability to take any of the pressure off Ty Simpson.
It's both the beauty and the bane of college football, this little 2-minute conversation we just had, because they're asking you to convince me that so-and-so would beat so-and-so.
Yeah.
And there is no answer. If there were, we would all just go to Las Vegas and correctly predict the outcome of every game. and not have a need to be a fan. Because you could turn. All right, if Texas played so and so, or if Andy played so and so, or if so and so played so and so. Sometimes I don't know how if you're in that committee. You could, with a straight face, have 10-2 or Notre Dame, 10-2 Miami, and put Notre Dame in and leave Miami out. I don't. Yeah. I give up on the process.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah. And all of this is frustrating to fans, but for guys like you and I that do this it's the best thing we could possibly have. The content that it creates, the conversations, even into the off season. I don't know that there's ever any way to make scheduling uniform. Maybe you can mandate. What teams are scheduling out of conference. I do think with the SEC moving to 9 games, if everybody had 9 conference games, even though all conference games are not created equally, and then you mandate, I would love to see the Power 4 have to play 1 game from the other 3 Power 4 conferences, and that makes the scheduling at least a little more similar.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I kind of like that as well. When do you think we'll know who the next coach of these schools? Do you think it's all going to happen like next week, at the end of next week?
Well, I mean, it's interesting because it feels like from the people that I've talked to at Ole Miss that Keith Carter has kind of asked for some sort of direction from Lane Kiffin. I think, as soon as the Lane Kiffin thing domino falls, the rest of them fall. He seems to be the one that everybody's kind of waiting on to see what happens there. But I just don't understand why. Why is there a pressing need for Ole Miss to know what Lane Kiffin's going to do right now? This should be an off-season conversation, and that's what's messed up about the recruiting calendar being what it is in December and the transfer portal in January. The whole thing doesn't make sense. And I said, even if he doesn't have an answer to give, why would you not want him to coach? You're on the cusp of having something historical.
They could win it.
Playoff appearance.
Yeah,
they could win it.
They could win it.
You get in and you got a chance to win. Without Lane Kiffin on the sideline, you got zero chance.
Yeah,
so I don't know why they would press him to make a decision now when it's unnecessary, not only for Ole Miss to know what the future is, but Florida, LSU, Auburn, they would all wait until Lane Kiffin figured out what he was going to do. Nobody's going to go make a decision if they got a chance to get the coach that's deemed to be the top available guy out there. Because it doesn't work in the timeline, you'll sacrifice a year of recruiting. You'll sacrifice some time in the transfer portal to get the right guy.
Yeah. Fascinating stuff for sure. All right, my brother. Well, we appreciate it as always. Remember one thing and one thing only. Peter Burns eats worms.
Yes.
Have a good day.
I'll let us know here in a minute.
All right.
Thanks.
See you, buddy.
Thank you, man. There he goes. That's Chris. Why? You know what? I kind of forgot Auburn's in the – there's no Kiffin to Auburn link, is there? Is that out there much? I totally forgot about Auburn even being open, to be honest.
Well, Kiffin had a dalliance with Auburn years ago, so I don't think that one is up there. I think they're more so looking at Kenny Dillingham is a guy.
I just bet Kiffin to Auburn never has really registered with me, and I think it's because I knew that they went down that path once and didn't end up dancing. So, all right, let's take a quick timeout. We're going to be over now. That's how we roll. Have we done the 10-minute drill yet?
That's next.
We got a 10-minute drill. We got we'll get hectic today. It's always fun to get hectic coming off a win. See if we get a little bump up in the national perception. So all that and more. We're up and rolling. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on the drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
It's happening. The event people wait for all year. Beards Diamonds Anniversary Sale. Pickett here as the town center's only locally owned jeweler. Say hi to the Lupos when you go there. Beard celebrates 44 years at Jacksonville with huge store-wide saving. That's right, you save up to 44% on rings, earrings, bracelets, bands. Buy now and get as much as 44% off Beard's already amazing prices. Check out Beard's new collection of amazing diamond necklaces with both natural or lab-grown diamonds. Or see their selection of the hottest yellow gold fashion jewelry starting under $300. And if you're getting engaged, you can get the ring of her dreams and save like never before at Beard's. Beard's Diamonds, because they're local, can run circles around those corporate chain stores. Better selection, better prices, better service, better quality. Don't settle for chain store jewelry. Get her the best at Beard's. Don't miss Beard's Diamond Anniversary Sale. Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beard's.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically, if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
AA Automotive helps keep your car in dependable travel condition. Stop in today. They'll check the brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and AC to get you right back to your holiday plans. AA Automotive on Richard Street. Full service auto repair you can count on.
With 50 years of fabrication expertise in towing products, the family at Cannons of Jacksonville can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Running a small business is tough, so the Florida Small Business Development Center at UNF provides a free business checkup, a personalized analysis that helps you boost profits, your online presence, and increase your company's value. No cost, no strings attached. It's guidance from experts who understand what it takes to succeed in business. Whether you're just starting out or ready to expand, it's time to act. Complete a request for consulting at unf.edu/SBDC.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! Yeah! We got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, like hand on a prize pack. E, what do you got today?
I got a $30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles. Showtime is the best place in town for sports memorabilia. I've been working on that word, memorabilia.
Very nice.
Stop by Showtime. They're open 7 days a week on the corner of Phillips Highway. Phillips and Shad Road. Stop by and they'll hook you up.
Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a suggestion that if the Jags weren't able to pull a draft night deal, that the pick would have been perhaps Ashton Genty at number 5.
Yeah, no question.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
So you know who really, really, really wishes the Jaguars hadn't traded for Travis Hunter?
The Raiders?
Ashton Genty. It's not Genty's fault.
Yeah.
It's Chip Kelly's fault, and Pete Carroll's a moron.
I think-
He's ruining his reemergence. Here's what the Raiders did last night in the first half of their game against the Dallas Cowboys. 32 of the Raiders' 35 first half plays last night were passes. Geno Smith, 28 pass attempts, 3 sacks, 1 scramble. Ashton Genty, Raheem Mostert combined 3 carries. Point being, and maybe, I don't even know how good Genty is, but why would you draft a running back number 7 overall if you're not going to use him? And so that's why, I mean, you know who wish he was here? Genty. Because look at what even Tootin, the opportunity he's getting here.
Yeah.
I mean, Genty could be a force perhaps on a team that was committed to running the football. He's had his moments. I'm not going to go from everyone telling me he's one of the better college running back, prospects to come out overall in a while to thinking he's forgotten how to play. But, I mean, that just screams misuse. Now, I will say this, the Cowboys' weak link has been their pass defense, but their run defense hasn't been any good either. And it's your first-round pick, top 10 pick running back. You've already taken him higher than most say take a running back, and so to not use him at all, I mean, that's operator error, no?
Operator error.
Yeah.
Hey, gentlemen, I got a question for you real quick.
Yes, sir.
If there's an injury that's associated with the drill, if we talk about one particular injury, what would y'all say?
With
that
our
is?
show?
Your Achilles.
Achilles. And what's associated with that Achilles?
The calf strain.
The calf strain.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Wemby?
I know he's got a calf strain.
Yeah.
He's going to be out for a while.
Indefinitely.
His Achilles is also 41 inches long, so it's going to be hard to keep that thing intact. That's a tall dude, man. They've been a good story, and the NBA's got some. There is now some of it due to injury and otherwise. There's kind of been there's first Oklahoma City in and of themselves were kind of flipping a page in NBA as we go from dynasty to dynasty, perhaps, or generation to generation. Most thoughts, even with Steph playing good, do you guys think Golden State's winning another title?
No,
I don't either. There's too many good young teams,
right.
And Wemby and the Spurs are going to be part of that in the West for sure. They're off to a good start. Let me just look at it here. The Spurs are 9-4. But Oklahoma City, Denver, and the Houston Rockets are the top three seeds so far. Your Lakers are 10-4. The Spurs are 9-4. And it's a similar situation over in the Eastern Conference. It looks bizarre. The best record in the league overall even is the Detroit Pistons. Well, the Oklahoma City best. But in the East, Detroit, 12-2.
That's crazy.
They won their 10th straight last night with that 47-year-old, 23-year-old they have, Kate Cunningham. But after them, Cleveland, Toronto, Atlanta, and the Knicks. Those are your top five in the East, Hick.
Yes.
Takes you back to the Clyde the Glide days.
Lost a heartbreaker last night to the Heat.
Did you? Oh, yeah. You haven't been good on the road, have you?
Oh, we're down 2 starters. So.
Well, that matters in the NBA for sure.
Yeah.
We've been down Trae Young, so we've responded with 5 straight wins. So.
Yeah, that's the NBA for you. So we shall see. Jaguars, we had Strigo and Green on the show last night. 2 delightful young guys, and kind of fun to have, always to hear these stories. Strigo brothers wrestled at Michigan, and he was a state champion in Minnesota, state champion wrestler.
Strigo was too?
Yeah, Strigo was.
So all 3 of the brothers were.
So he knew all about, like Chris Bono.
Oh, okay.
And he said he was this close to taking a wrestling scholarship. And he was in Ann Arbor, and he decided, and his family has a lot of ties to Michigan. Obviously, his 2 older brothers wrestled there, but he ended up going to play football at Minnesota. And they all have these stories so Strigo goes to Minnesota. He's home on a Wednesday. He had done the Hula Bowl. His agent called and said, hey, they need some bodies at the Senior Bowl. You want to play in the game? Sure. Gets down there 12 hours later. He's on the field, that kind of thing. And then the Green kid walked on at Arizona State. He's short. He's 6 feet. That's his deal. He's so always overlooked. Proved himself at Arizona State, went and played with Dion. He was with Hunter and all those guys in Colorado's last year there. So, and the guy's kind of had to prove himself at every step. And these are guys who...
Maybe they brought an energy, right? A hunger.
That's what I think. These are, and then you add in the kid, the Morris kid, the tight end.
Mm-hmm.
And so kids who have worked their way through the special teams, and by trying to excel on special teams and to keep fighting and trying to get opportunity. And both those guys, Strigo had a sack or a half sack because Trayvon got there just after him. But I told Strigo I would fight for that sack. I got there first. That's my sack. It wasn't like I needed help getting him down.
Yeah.
He hit him perfectly. He was going down. He got there
first.
They
both got to the quarterback is the main thing. And we signed this veteran, Agba, and he hadn't been around him all year.
Well, he was inactive and probably will be going forward. The Green kid, worst case scenario, has a great story to tell. If he, who knows how these guys may, you just don't know, right? But this kid, Green, could tell, I got a sack, but it wasn't a sack. I had to pay for it, too. I got fined.
Did the national perspective, not our Jag perspective, did that become one of the bad calls around the league this week, or was it noted anywhere outside of our own fan base? Probably not.
It resonated with me because there was also another game that had something similar to that.
His was, and if you really look at it, you ought to be able to review that, or they ought to be able to tell him from downstairs, hey, there's nothing illegal, or he did everything perfect. He even avoided coming down on him.
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible.
But I do like those young kids, and I do like what they've provided. And I don't know if it's inspired the other guys or maybe reminded them what a privilege and how much fun it is. But, man, they played different on Sunday, and we hope they can keep going that way.
Real quick on the other side of the football, just this. Of all the unexpected columns I thought I would read all year was PFF every week does a weekly ranking week to week. The player of the week, offensive, defense, and then the units, offensive line, defensive, secondary, yada, yada. The offensive line of the week, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Good.
Very
deserved.
Okay. All right. So there's this. You didn't have your starting right tackle.
Yeah.
You had your best game of the year.
Yeah.
Is there any insinuation to be drawn or any move to be made? No. He comes back, you put him in, and you don't shift anything else
By
around.
all accounts, he's had a decent year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I know that, and I'm not, but it's curious. Cole Van Lanen's in the game, and we have their best, not that it's exclusively him, don't get me wrong.
Right.
I mean, maybe.
And Cole Van Lanen deserves a lot of credit.
Maybe put him at left tackle for a game and see how that works.
Like we said he's gone from jumbo tight end to left guard to right tackle and done it obviously fairly well. So certainly.
And in fairness, if Tony Vaselli right now is going, you idiot, that could be fair. I don't know how to evaluate offensive line or who's playing great and who's not. So,
all right, 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
Get you a $30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles, as Showtime is the best place in town for sports memorabilia. Stop by Showtime. They're open 7 days a week on Phillips Highway at the intersection of Phillips and Shadow Road. Holla at your boy, 904-641-1010.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, the Jaguars prowl in the Valley of the Sun. One team flies, the other bites. Stuck up on cactus juice, it's a duel in the desert. Jaguars Cardinals. Sunday at 1 on the home of the Jaguars. 1010 XL.
Hey, Hickett here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Eye and Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture-perfect vision for reading, driving, or, gosh, just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now and get a free screening. They're Bowden Eye and Associates. They're keeping the First Coast focused.
Waiting around for Black Friday? At Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi, we've already dropped Black Friday prices. That's right, thousands of vehicles priced to move now. Get zero down, no payments for 90 days, plus peace of mind with a lifetime warranty. Don't wait for the crowds. Get your Black Friday deal today. Start saving early with Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi, where Black Friday starts right now. That'll wow ya.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
As soon as possible.
at 641-1010.
Hi, I'm John Haney from Clearwater Gutters and Drainage. After heavy rains, the problems are obvious. Mulch blown out of your beds, water standing around your foundation, and that fancy new crater back behind your bushes. Let Clearwater Seamless Gutters help you solve the problem spots.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters.
And drainage, too. Find out more at clearwaterjacks.com.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney, but we both want to know, have you done your will? something you need to do, something you need to take care of, something to get on your to-do list, but don't just leave it there. Get it done. You got to get your assets to the people that you choose. You work hard for your money. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you out with your decisions. He'll provide you all the info needed. It'll make all your choices easy. They're the Hinson Law Firm, and they got all the answers. If you have questions, reach out. 527-1700, 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. With over 1,700 five-star Google reviews, it was a no-brainer to have Closets by Design help us get organized at home. They create custom storage for every space, lifestyle, and budget. From closets to garages to laundry rooms and more. Closets by Design will transform clutter into seamless organization. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation before the holidays and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off with free installation. 18-month financing is available. Call 878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller. Jason, I called you about the ductwork in my attic this summer, and you totally blew me off.
I did.
My airflow is too low and my bills are too high.
I know.
There's stains on my ceiling tiles and sweating around the vents, and the mice have chewed so many holes in the ducts, I think they're getting more AC than I am.
I know.
Then how could you let me suffer all summer, Jason?
Because summer is the one time of year I just can't send my technician into someone's steaming hot attic. They'd kill me. Ductwork is hot, cramped work at the best of times. Lucky for you, those best of times are in November.
You mean like now?
Bueller Air and Plumbing can repair your old, damaged, or just plain sketchy ductwork right now when it's not too hot and not too cold.
And none of your technicians will kill you.
It's a win-win.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duvall Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Jacksonville Jaguars have done some good things offensively, and that was kind of on display on Sunday. A lot of good things are going right. Offensive points per game are up, right, from last year, so almost 3 points a game. Turnovers are down. Travis Etienne has been the best player for sure, right? Bashal Toot and LaQuinn Allen Jr. have shown moments, right? Now, not everything has gone perfectly. Yards per game, pass protection numbers, and third down conversions are down compared to last season. Of course, there's still that dropsy problem. They lead the league in drops, depending on who you ask, with 20 over the first 10 weeks. But things are on the upswing now going forward with the offense, and that's good to see. Obviously, the key will be how 16 progresses from here on out. And that's your Duvall Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Always on the look for experienced lift truck and dock-to-door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Lift Power's benefits: 401k, company vehicle pay, training sign-on bonus. Lift Power voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. Lift Power, rapidly growing business, proudly serving the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. And here's your chance to be part of the family. Learn more. Just go to liftpower.com. That is liftpower.com. Oh!
Today's Power Poll is brought to you by Royal Pest Services, Jacksonville.
All right, back on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. It's the day that we get kind of hectic. We look at the power. I've glorified the power pole through the years. I banished it to a non-existence that I didn't hold true to, but it's back for another installment. What were we last week?
17 last week, boys. Where are the Jags this week?
Okay.
What you thinking, Jeffrey?
I think we've played enough football now that we definitely have earned ourselves top half of the league designation.
Agreed.
I also think we've been sporadic enough, and we're it's still pretty fresh, I'm sure, in some's mind. We blew a, huge lead at Houston in the final quarter, 19-point lead. So I'm going to say that we move up a 3 spot. I'm going to say 14.
Ooh, okay. Took it right from me. I was going to go 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points. I'm going to go 15.
All right, I like it. For the sake of this excitement and to build it, make it hectic, I'm not going to start at the top or the bottom and give it away right away. I'm going to start 10 to 20. 10 to 20, I'm going to figure they got to be in there, right? 10 to 20?
It's fair.
All right, here we go.
It's a good audible.
Yeah.
Like what's happening here?
Yeah, Hold on. Number 10, 6-4 record. Hey, Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Hey, Tampa Bay.
The Bears, by the way, have suddenly taken. They lead the NFC North. It's crazy. With that
this week's question: who's under the most pressure? Hassan Reddick in Tampa Bay. Number 11, 6-3-1. Goal pack goal. Under the most pressure, Coach Matt LaFleur. Number 12, 7-3, leading the Norte.
Uh-oh.
The Chicago Bears.
Okay. The Bears.
Quarterback Caleb Williams under the most pressure. Number 13.
And that pressure comes quick. Second-year player in a new system.
Right.
Number 13 with a 5-5 record. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs.
Wow. I mean, and if we were like doing
under the most pressure, Andy Reid.
Wow, that's harsh.
Wow.
He's won a lot of Super Bowls.
Hey.
I would say this: if this were some sort of like a playoff, if there was a playoff committee, and they said 5-5, Kansas City was ranked higher than 6-4 Jacksonville, who had beaten them, that'd be a tough pill to swallow.
Number 14, is this your choice?
I was 14, yes.
And what are you?
15.
Number 14.
With a 6-4 record.
With a record of 7-4.
Oh, my God. The Chargers, bro.
The Los Angeles Chargers.
I don't know how you can 35-6 beat somebody and then be ranked behind
them.
I'm
going to tell you why.
Okay.
And this has kind of gone to the theme of the show today and what we started with.
Okay.
Because a week ago,
we don't know who we got.
We said we were idiots for putting the Jaguars up high.
Yeah.
Now, we get a big win, and we want more. And I get that as fans, but I think they look at it a lot the same way we do.
Here's what I think. I think if you, I don't have a perfect example in front of me.
It's clearly
but it would be like if you showed me a power poll today that said the Raiders were better than the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Or the Cardinals were better than the Niners. I mean, if I was just a neutral fan and didn't know anything, I would look at Power and say, man, that team just beat that team 35-6.
Right.
Y'all,
Hey.
this don't mean nothing.
Belt the ass on Sunday.
Yeah.
BTA.
I mean, bad.
I mean, come on.
There is no power poll that could tell you right now the Chargers are better than the Jags. I guess that's my point.
Except this one.
Except that one.
All right, so E's number 15.
15 of them things.
With a record of 5-5.
Oh, man.
The Baltimore Ravens.
Wow. The Ravens, by the way, still haven't beaten anyone.
At number 16 with a record of 6-4.
Wow.
Up one spot.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow.
They kept us at 17. I know we ain't dropped.
At number 17.
Wow.
With a record of 6-4. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Who's under the most pressure?
Trevor
Wide
Lawrence.
receiver
Oh,
Brian
BTJ?
Thomas
for sure.
Jr.
For sure.
The Jags need Thomas to be the playmaker he was as a rookie when he finished third in the NFL with 1,282 receiving yards. Myers in Washington can work the middle of the field, but Thomas has to be a downfield threat again.
The addition of Myers and the emergence of Washington kind of clean up that passing attack a little bit as we develop into what we're going to be for this home stretch. So,
who's the number one team?
Eagles.
Eagles, I guess. I'm okay with the Eagles.
The LA Rams.
Oh.
Again, the Eagles beat the Rams. They have the same record.
Number 2, the Philadelphia Eagles. They flipped them.
I mean,
the Eagles just beat the Lions.
I mean,
they flipped them.
Yeah, this is
crazy.
That's insanity.
This is what we
back
deal
to
with.
the power poll being
TLS, man. This list. TLS, man.
What do I get to the next thing? Stacking new head coaches and how they're winning. The big thing. Number 1, Ben Johnson.
Well, they're 7-3.
Number 2, Mike Vrabel.
Okay, that's fair too.
Number 3,
I think I put Vrabel over
I would
Johnson.
have went one. Yeah, I would have did that.
Liam Cohen.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Is that pretty much the order of the records?
The promise, an offense that would finally unlock Trevor Lawrence. The return, I'm really not sure yet.
Yeah, not yet. That's for sure. Our success hasn't come because of prolific passing. That is
all right, we'll take a
definitely
break.
not
We'll
been
keep
the
it rolling. This is the Drill at 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
Get national insight from a local legend.
I know exactly who this man is.
Mike Duraco.
And we get his insight every Thursday from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. Written by Lee and Kate's Glass on 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. You see that new welcome offer? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. I think we got to jump on this.
What's John Daly think?
I think you got to grip it and rip it. Grip it and rip it.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
Hey, Hickett here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Listen, gang, it's a sunshine state. I know it's a little chilly out, but that sun is beautiful right now, but it can be damaging, even in the wintertime. So do yourself a favor. Protect yourself. That's what the folks at Beaches Dermatology want you to do. Protect that skin. Take care of that skin. For all your skincare needs, Beaches Dermatology, the place to go. On the medical side, Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery, they'll take great care of you. They take great care of me. I've been a client there for decades. And they do terrific work for me, and I appreciate them. They want you to wear floppy hats, man. Protect those ears. Long sleeve, dry fit, sunscreen, whatever it takes. And listen, if something shows up, go to beachesdermatology.com. Find the location that would best serve you. I go to the one off Solano Road. Shout out to all the fine folks out there. Appreciate them so much. But go to beachesdermatology.com. You'll be able to find the best location to serve you and take care of your skin.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
It's time for the Plumbing 411 from Superior Plumbing and Pipeline. Clogged drains happen when grease, soap, hair, and debris build up over time. Even tree roots can invade your pipes. All this leads to the annoying water pooling in your sink or tub. Superior Plumbing and Pipeline has the tools and know-how to clear stubborn clogs and keep them from coming back. Don't ignore a slow drain. It could lead to bigger problems. Make the superior choice when your drains are clogged and learn more at superiorplumbingjax.com.
Have you ever dreamed of owning a handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm? Well, now you can. This is Frank Frangie for the farm at Okefenokee, just an hour north of Jacksonville in Folkston. With only 250 cabins at full build-out, it's a rare chance to live off-grid, but not alone, in a community grounded in nature, food, and purpose. The amenities include a 2,300-acre hunting lease. Learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com.
You waited forever for your new fence. Then, strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. Their professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, superiorfenceandrail.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by YMCA of Florida's First Coast. The Jags' victory over the Chargers got national attention from the likes of the NFL Network's Rich Eisen.
Jacksonville played a terrific football game, and this was a team that kept shooting themselves in the foot.
Florida Gator basketball stayed locked at number 10 in the AP poll. Back-to-back wins over Florida State and Miami kept the orange and blue rolling strong. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson. Currently, it's 8:17 and it's 57 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I'll give you one more good story about Reimer. Reimer's a good Gator. You know, grew up in Gainesville.
Yeah.
PK Young, went to high school with Doring.
Daddy's a preacher man.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, great guy. Great, longtime preacher man in Gainesville. I show up one year with Reimer, and I run into Reimer, and we're playing Tennessee. Florida's playing Tennessee.
Yeah.
He's wearing a bleep Tennessee shirt.
Oh, Rhyme Dog.
Yeah. But, yeah, our buddy Chris Reimer, he knows him, and he's shocked about some of the stories we're telling. He goes, really? You played with Doring? Yeah, they played together in high school. They're both wide receivers.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Reimer went in the military, walked on in Arizona, made Arizona. I think he played special teams for Arizona. Did get in a fight with Denny Northcutt.
He bumped with Dennis Northcutt.
Yeah, when they were both in Arizona, they got in a brawl. Oh, yeah. So good stuff. By the way, you're looking for a great football day. And look, I know the NFL owns the world. And I don't know what's the NFL's Black Friday game this year? You know, they put that one on Prime.
Yeah.
What is it this year? Do you know?
No, I saw it the other day.
Okay. It's usually
Kansas City is actually on.
Yeah, it's usually can't.
I think it might be Washington in some way.
Okay, well then they're going to be unfortunate because
I think, but I could be wrong on that too.
Just so y'all know, while your wife is out shopping and spending all your money, you nestle in front of that on that couch.
They don't do it anymore, Hick, with the Amazon and the online. You know,
They do this.
All right.
You watch the Egg Bowl at noon.
Uh-huh.
You watch Georgia Tech at 3:30 and Texas A&M at 7:30.
Black Friday game is Bears at the Eagles.
Yeah, you can have your Bears Eagles. I'm watching college ball Friday.
I watch Bears Eagles.
I'm going noon, 3:30, 7:30.
They really Georgia Tech's on a Friday. They've moved all those games to a Friday.
Egg Bowl's noon. Georgia Tech 3:30. Texas A&M 7:30.
Listen, and the Egg Bowl jump starts the NFL, right? What time is the NFL game? Probably is it nighttime game?
No, it's like 5 or something.
3. And there's only one Black Friday game, or is there another?
You'll be watching Georgia Tech. You're a liar.
No, I will for Georgia Tech for sure. That's why I was double checking the times. But I would choose, even watching Georgia Tech, I'll watch a lot of although being an NFC game, now if that were an AFC game that impacted the Jags, like if that were Colts Chiefs, I'd watch a lot we over Georgia Tech.
Oh, yeah. Swamp Sessions took a major kick in the hoo-hoos this week.
What happened? Oh,
as we learned that we get the latest possible game. We get the ABC, which is supposed to start at 7:30, but really doesn't start till about 7:48. Yeah.
Why would
Hold
they
on.
put Florida, Tennessee in the national?
We get Herbie and Fowler.
Primetime game.
That's 8:48, 9:48, 10:48, 11:30. Yeah. Well, Swamp Sessions will be starting about 11:35 on Saturday night. In case you're wondering, come on out and join us at the Voodoo Brew Company.
I think I might pull up.
You got to pull up, E.
Yo, it's so
the
late.
good news is the Jags don't play till 4 o'clock on Sunday. So now that's not good news for me because I still got to do countdown to kickoff in the morning on the TV side.
I don't know.
But for the rest of you, it's good news. All you fans of the Swamp Session would like to now come and watch it in person.
Yeah, just get on over there.
Getting packed houses out there now on Saturday nights.
It was lively.
Yeah.
I mean, now we're just like, the problem is that daggum Billy Neighbor just ruined everything.
Yeah, we don't even talk about the game.
No,
we just talk
it's
about
like,
the coaching
what's there to
search.
talk about? We got to know there's no future in this roster.
We have one hope.
I still watch them. Like somebody asked me, in fact, I was, and then your hope.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me, I was driving in, I gave a buddy a ride downtown because I was going to the game. He was going to the game and sitting in the stand. So I had a couple people in the car with me, and he said, were you rooting for Ole Miss to win the game?
Yeah.
You know, like, do you want your coach, Lane Kiffin? And I told him, dude, man, I'm going to be as honest as I can here. There was 0% of me that didn't want the Gators to win the game. I wanted the Gators to win 100%. I said, but I will admit that a sidebar being, well, at least our future coach didn't just lay an egg in a big situation.
It never crossed my mind
I wanted
one
Florida
iota.
And it wouldn't make me any less excited about Lane Kiffin either.
No. So.
And the point of what happened the other night is, and Dan has restated it already today, is that we're there. That's how close, the town is, how undercoached Florida has been. You feel like if Lane Kiffin was coaching Florida and Billy Gonzalez was coaching Ole Miss, it would have been even a bigger win on the Florida side.
Gator Nation, we have one hope and one hope only as we head into these last two games. We have two choices. And listen, we're 3-7, so we're not going to get the 2 wins at the Swamp. We're just not. So brace yourselves. What we hope and pray for is 1 win. Now, I'll take either. We beat Tennessee. I will implore you. You will ruin Charlton K. Gainey, Gators season ticket holder. Went there for the Texas game, took an L, had to sit next to the puke. I implore one of you young students to get liquored up and go puke right next to him again.
Wow.
Yeah. Puke right next to that so-and-so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's big old galoot.
That's something I would
He'll
expect.
He'll be in his Tennessee overalls. Go ahead and let him have
That's
it.
something That's soming Mr. Tidd would have expected me to say.
Hit him with a bag of urine. I don't care.
He claims to have gotten that one year too. They threw a cup of urine on him down there.
Hit him with a bag.
I've been to the Swamp, 100 times. I've never seen any of that kind of behavior.
Secondly, it's FSU. Somehow beat FSU, but we got to win one of these games.
Which would you rather win, honestly?
Me?
Yeah.
FSU.
Yeah,
for real?
FSU, yeah.
FSU.
100% FSU.
FSU.
Yeah.
But it's so bad.
It's like Arizona
It
State,
almost doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost
like
doesn't
that's
matter.
what we've made ourselves.
This year, probably for the first time, and listen, because every year it's the great phone call to Drew, one way or the other. Either he calls me or I call him. Then we yell expletive deletives, and we move on.
I was literally thinking about it in these terms as Florida and Florida State just, neck deep in the muck. I'm gonna ask you,
But I'm telling you, you and me differ on this. I don't think we're beating FSU. You do.
Yeah, I think they can.
Yeah.
Okay. When we get there, maybe.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, bigger game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mississippi State or Florida State?
Come on.
I can go down the line, dude. That's the point, man. Yeah. This is the premier matchup in college football for a decade and a half. Though Miami's some into the mix, though, a couple other schools in there. And I mean, you can argue Arizona State is as compelling or good a game. Oklahoma, any two teams.
What are you laughing at?
Mr. 10 on the text line.
Is he attacking?
He said he called us hateful bleepers. Hateful bleepers.
Yeah, big old pile of puke right next to him. Somebody needs to do it. One of the youngins who can bounce back.
All right, I have in front of me. I've been
sorry, 5.0.
There are
yes, sir.
16 teams in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the ESPN analytics is kind of projected. Like, you'll see that, the percent chance if you win versus if you lose.
Yes.
The latest in that hierarchy when we come back on the other side. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. You don't stay in business, family run and operated for over 100 years if you're just not doing it different and better than everyone else. You get what you pay for in this world, gang, and that goes for anything when it comes to that truck, man.
Yeah.
Listen, satisfied customer. I went right into Catlin Truck Accessories when I got it. So who can you count on?
Go Gators, Catlin. Go Gators.
You can count on Catlin.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Fall football keeps college campuses buzzing.
I'm RJ Saunders, and I'll help you slide into a college football Saturday with pregame news and notes.
On the Bueller Air and Plumbing College Kickoff.
Served up by Sonny's Barbecue.
Friday night at 6 on 1010XL.
I'm Frank Franzi, and I've been telling you how proud I am of my daughter Amber, who's lost so much weight on Awaken 180. But it's been a while now, so I wonder if it's something she can maintain. So I sort of asked her, how's it going?
So far, so good, Dad. But you're right, it has been a while. But that's the beauty of the Awaken 180 plan. There's so much variety in the food choices. You don't get bored.
You look great. Do you feel better?
I feel so much better. And I know it's because of the weight loss and how it's changed my lifestyle. So there's no chance I won't sustain it.
Well, what about over the holidays? Look, you grew up in our home, and you know we love the holidays.
Oh, I still plan on enjoying the holidays. I just plan on doing it by eating right. And I've already had the conversation with my coach. She understands the challenges of the holidays, and she's guided so many folks just like me through this. We've already made a plan.
So take my kid's word for it. Awaken 180 works. It's sustainable, even over the holidays. So change your life by calling 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Chelsea here, ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? During Renewal by Anderson's Black Friday sales event, buy now and pay nothing until 2027. That's 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 2 full years. Our Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida homes, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable all year round. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home design consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Anderson, where comfort meets savings.
Okay, Jacksonville, it's Hicken here with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings, man. I'm talking garage. Oh, start there. Patio, pool deck, driveways. They can do it all. Talk to Brendan. He's the owner of Checkmate Coatings, man. He's been in it. He knows what he's doing. He loves it. And he's got true Jacksonville folks keeping prices low with no massive overhead. So slam dunk those floors. CheckmateCoatings.com. That's CheckmateCoatings.com. It's Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece. Da-da-da-da.
If you have cane fever, you'll get your weekly dose of Miami football on the Hurricane Report.
I'm JJ LaSelva. This season, I'll keep you close to Coral Gables with the Hurricane Report on 1010XL.
Proudly protected by Performance Painting.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam! So
Experience Pink Floyd. Floyd Nation. November 21st at Florida Theater. Floyd Nation.
Don't be afraid to get. I don't need no arms around me.
Floyd Nation. Experience Pink Floyd. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com.
This is the event people wait for all year. Beard's Diamonds Anniversary Sale is here. As the town center's only locally owned jeweler, Beard celebrates 44 years in Jacksonville with huge store-wide savings. That's right, you save up to 44%. Rings, earrings, bracelets, bands. Buy now and get as much as 44% off Beard's already amazing prices. Check out our new selection of amazing diamond necklaces with both natural or lab-grown diamonds. Or see our selection of the hottest yellow gold fashion jewelry starting at under $300. And if you're getting engaged before year end, you can get the ring of her dreams and save like never before at Beard's. Beard's Diamonds. Because we're local, we can run circles around those corporate chain stores with better selection, better prices, better service, and better quality. Don't settle for chain store jewelry. Get her the best at Beard's. Don't miss Beard's Diamonds Anniversary Sale up to 44% off store-wide. Beard's Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center. Shop local, shop Beard's.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
On the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. I'm 51. I ain't got nothing going on. I'll get this done. Can't trust a kid on this one. We'll track down Mr. 10. I'll throw a stink bomb at him. I know I run faster than him. I'll be okay.
Oh, wow. Mr. 10. We don't need to target docs for Mr. 10. We don't want to become part of that culture, do we?
Why not? We didn't mention this, and we should. Congratulations to the Drill Zone, Daniel Murphy. Hall of Fame ballot. Yeah!
Shout out.
Let's get some votes, man.
I'm down.
That is awesome, man. Congratulations. I mean, that means something, though. Seriously,
sure.
I joke around, but damn, man.
Those boys, whenever, like, that
12 guys. 12 guys only go on that ballot.
Hall of Fame means something to them.
Yeah.
That postseason home run streak still a record, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been broken since, never know today's accomplishments and superlatives. So I assume he's still, I haven't been to the Baseball Hall of Fame. It's a trip I need to make, right?
Terrific.
Especially he's on display. That's still a display for the.
I don't know if he's still on display.
They tend to kind of rotate those things in and out. Is that what they do? Guys, I went outside in the break and it occurred to me all the fun and frivolity that will be upcoming here in the next few years that we do the show, because I was thinking, at our old place, how many times over the course of years we have to get out and about and do something in the neighborhood, right? Whether it's some sort of challenge we lost, or people are swinging in, or he's got to walk in a diaper, and I just started thinking about all the the big things that we'll be zipping around this little habitat here at some point, right? We got a big pond in the back. Don't make somebody jump in that after they lose a bet.
Oh man.
Things are coming. All right, I haven't.
By the way, Howie Kendrick also on the ballot too.
Okay,
so another kid from this area.
Another postseason hero.
Yeah,
another World Series hero.
So Ryan Braun, Shin So Chu,
Never heard of him.
Encarnacion, Gio Gonzalez, Alex Gordon, Cole Hamels, Matt Kemp, Howie Kendrick, Nick Markakis, D. Murph, Hunter Pence, and Rick Porcello are on the
Nick
Hall of Fame.
Markakis.
New to the ballot. Congratulations, though.
Brave.
Murph, 296, I believe, career hitter, if I'm not mistaken.
God, he like I wanted to get to 300.
Yeah.
Close, though.
Yeah.
He's like my favorite baseball player, Dale Murphy, who ironically had 396, I believe, or 98, like a couple away. They say if he had 400, we would have done this already. Two Murphys I love. It's just. All right, anyway, here we go.
Doc Murphy?
I love him too.
What about my friend Tim Murphy?
But Doc Murphy has plenty of, glowing accomplishment to, in addition. All right, Tim Murphy's fine too. We play golf anytime. You ready? I got these projections of the field, so just where kind of the Jags stack up. We won't get into this. By the way, I'm sure I'm not looking at the ingredients per se, but I'm sure it's your strength of victory and your schedule that's upcoming.
Okay.
Just using fancy words for how we would look at. Okay, they're 6-4, got an easy schedule. They're 7-3 and got a hard one, or whatever. Chances to make playoffs right now. There are two teams in the AFC that are given a 97% chance to make the playoffs. Who are those two teams, boys?
Okay, ask again.
Two teams in the AFC have been given 97% chances of making the playoffs.
Okay.
I like that.
Two others have at least a 90% chance, but there are the two most likely playoff teams, according to you fellas. And this ESPN playoff projection.
I think New England is definitely one of them.
New England is one of the two. They have a 97%.
Because their schedule is...
They have a 72% chance to win the division and a 10% chance to make the Super Bowl, the Patriots.
What you think about this, Dan? What do you think about our division rival, Indianapolis Colts?
Yeah, and the Broncos are 9-2 as well.
Ooh,
but they're in a tough division. The Colts, though, have a very tough schedule, so I'm going to go with it. I like Broncos.
Broncos, 97%, but right neighborhood, one door down. The Colts are 93%.
And Colts have one of the tougher schedules left.
But this is interesting. Chance to make the Super Bowl, the Colts 20%, Patriots 10%, Denver 17%. So they're telling you the Colts have the higher ceiling, but a tougher path to be a playoff team. And just barely. 93% is all but a lock.
Two with the Jags at Kansas City. They got the Texans twice.
Yeah.
They got the Seahawks and the Niners.
Here's why the Colts.
Ain't easy.
Here's why the Colts are at least, you got to make sure, because they've got the Jags. And look, if they lose both to the Jags and Texans, they're going to be a third place team.
Yeah.
And the Jags and Texans are capable, both of them.
Colts are really good, though.
I agree.
Yeah.
And that 20% Super Bowl, I think, says some of that. All right, the only other team with 90%, you want to tell me who it is? I got three teams, 97, 97, 93. The fourth team is 90% on the nose. And they would...
Buffalo.
Yeah.
And they would, by the way, have a higher percentage chance of making the Super Bowl than the Patriots.
Yeah.
Even though the Patriots are the lock to, win the division or make the playoffs or whatever. All
Buffalo's got two roadies coming up at Houston at the Steelers, and they have the Bengals at the Patriots. Tough one at the Browns, though. Eagles and Jets.
Those are three, and that would only be one division winner. I mean, minus one division winner. Those are two from the same division. So we still got a division winner that has to make it, no matter what the playoff projections say. But who do you think is next best, okay? Here is the rest of the breakdown. There's only three. I'll just say that. Only three teams have at least a 60% chance. One has a 62, one has a 63, and one has a 64. Who are those three teams in the AFC?
All right, no particular order.
Okay.
I think the Ravens are one of them. I think they're now 5-5, and I like their schedule.
Yep.
I think they'll be in the 60s, and I think they might be ahead of Pittsburgh a little bit too. So I think they still like.
Okay, Ravens, 63%. Here's where it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They have a 60% chance of winning their division, and they have a 10% chance of winning the Super Bowl, which is as high as the Patriots.
I'm going with what I think they're thinking. I think this is where we're going to find the Chiefs and the Chargers.
Yeah,
and then
definitely the Chiefs.
And then we'll be after those guys. That's what I think.
And the one after, there's 3 in the 60s, and the next is 55%.
Yeah. I'm going to say Chiefs, Chargers in the 60s, and the Jags.
Okay. The Ravens, 63%.
Mm-hmm.
The Chargers were 62%. 64% with the Jaguars. With an 18% chance to win the division.
All right.
And a 4% chance to make the Super Bowl.
They wouldn't have them 15th in the Power Bowl.
You know what? I'm sorry. And a 3% chance to earn a bye.
Mm-hmm.
So much lies in front of them. But, yeah, right now at 64%, they have the Jags with the 4th best odds. Baltimore has the built-in advantage here of just a one-team battle. And that team suddenly has quarterback issues in Pittsburgh.
I guess the reminder here that we have to say is a couple years ago we were 8-3. There was no chance we weren't going to at least be in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's fair.
8-3.
Yeah, that's fair.
And somehow we looked up 7 weeks later and we were 9-8 and out.
Yeah.
So things can change on a dime in the NFL.
That season turned, and in many ways, he just never got back on Trevor's injury.
Yeah.
Playing his very best football in that injury, and then tried to come back, and he's just not playing that level that he played from mid-22 through the beginning of 23 was elite. He played elite quarterback play. He's not been the same since.
All right, we'll grab a break. Keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
What if you could pull up to $500,000 in cash out of your home and drop your mortgage rate to 4.99% APR? Hey, Prosser here, and right now at Loan Pronto, they've got the lowest rates in 3 years. With Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can get your cash in as little as 3 days, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and even skip your next 2 house payments. One client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Paid off their debt, paid off 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. One call, life change. There's no wait, no hard credit pull. You probably won't need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Rates at a 3-year low. Act now. Call 914-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. See how much cash you can get today. Call 914-999-1508. See how much cash you can get today. You can also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, gang, Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, hospitality projects. Maybe it's top-tier residential service. No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and good old-fashioned hard work. They're your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team. Lloyd's is the only name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. That's Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. I love Hello Smooth Med Spa, my go-to for skin health and beauty. Their biggest event of the year is November 19th, National Botox Day. huge deals, local vendors, and it benefits Make-A-Wish. Don't miss it. Visit hellosmooth.com for more details.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM. We're going to talk to Lee Smith a little bit here, get some thoughts about the players and what's going on there this year. And it's always good to catch up with the czar of the stadium. That's what I call him. We got Cloudflare problems again. Cloudflare.
It can't exist when the Twitter goes down. We got issues.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to have to ask Lee that question, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. We'll start. It's kind of a theme.
We're going to do him next. We'll get him next.
Oh, we are.
Yeah,
we're going to let him get nice and, and settled in. And that's probably smart. Yeah. We just go the seat of our pants around
go
here.
willy-nilly, man. I can't be doing that.
Kind of.
I got to get organized.
Used to doing it that way.
I've got to prepare some tough questions.
I'm just going to put a bow on what we did last. I'm not going to go deep into it. Who do you think right now has the two best chances to make the Super Bowl? Both conferences. If you go down to the NFC,
each, or
if you go down to the NFC,
I told you I'm on with Philly. I think Philly's been the most impressive NFC team, and I think we talked yesterday about them getting the home field advantage. And again, there's a lot of football left to be played. And it's a battle of attrition, and guys get hurt every week. You know, your Atlanta Falcons are done for, dunzo. Their quarterback's out.
They have been,
yeah. But anyway, I would say the Eagles in the NFC, but I like the Rams. I like the Seahawks, but I worry about Sammy Darnold.
The Eagles have this going for them. They've wrapped up their division. That division, I mean, they're like 3 games ahead, three and a half games ahead of everybody. They've pretty much already won it. It's the Eagles, Rams, 49ers 90% chance to make the playoffs. Seahawks 87.
Yeah.
You and the 49er both have the same chance to make the Super Bowl 11. No, it's 24% for the Eagles, 22% for the Rams. By the way, the Wonder Kid, Ben Johnson, would be outside the playoffs, 58% chance. The Lions, 71% are the final of the 7 top percentages there, and they have a 10% chance to make the Super Bowl.
Bears got tough road. They got the Steelers. They got to win that one because then they go to Philly. They go to Green Bay. They do have the Browns. They got the Packers again. Then they got the Niners and the Lions. That's a tough road to hoe.
Best among, we went through the AFC and we pointed out, boy, the Jags are 5th at 64%, but the AFC team the most likely to make the Super Bowl based on these projections, the Colts, 20%.
Boy, that's
I'm not sure I'm buying that. I'm not buying Daniel Jones taking a team to the Super Bowl any more than I was buying Sam Darnold taking the Vikings there last year.
I would agree.
And I think ultimately by the time this season plays out to the end, the Daniel Jones will kill him.
Sam Darnold.
That's what he'll do. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Just as we saw, and maybe I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Last time out against the Steelers, Daniel Jones didn't look too hot.
No.
Right, that was the last game he played.
No, they won their last one.
Okay.
70% of his passes, 2,700 yards, 15 touchdowns, 7 picks, a 101 rating. He's doing pretty well so far, so good
for sure.
Year, but
their running game has been unbelievable with Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
So again, it's not about those overall; it's the moment.
Yeah.
Is he going to go get you? Is he going to go drive you down the field for that game-winning drive in the playoffs in the fourth quarter? That's a question a lot of teams are going to ask themselves.
I know it's going to be,
and have to beat better teams. That's what's challenged for these quarterbacks.
There's such levels of quarterbacking in the National Football League, and you can be a great regular season guy, and if you do that for 2 or 3 years in a row, then they want to see what you do in the postseason.
Right. And you can
the first step is to be great during the regular season.
And you can survive if you're good enough to be a starter in the regular season, but win in the postseason. Joe
Correct.
Flacco
Correct.
would be the example of that guy, and there are
Correct.
others. So,
yeah.
But number one, you have to be good enough to get in either one of those conversations. You have to be good enough to have your team in the playoffs most years.
On a yearly
8
basis.
out of 10 years, you're in the playoffs.
I tell you who threw the ball beautifully last night. Dak had a hell of a
That's Dak.
He looked
That's
good,
Dak.
man.
Yeah.
There are a lot of quarterbacks that fall into that.
I tell you get Pickens and
Pickens
CD.
had that Ike Hilliard play last night.
Oh man, Pickens can play now. He is putting up some numbers.
When his head is in the game,
yeah. If he can just now, he's a free agent after this year. I saw Dez go to Twitter.
By the way, head in the game, both CD Lamb and
Fair.
were
Yeah.
didn't start last night, quote unquote. So they did something stupid.
Small things, Shoddy said.
Well,
Small things. Fell asleep during a meeting or something.
Well, that's what happened to Abdul Carter up there in with the Giants. You learn he didn't start because he slept through a walkthrough at the facility. Like, what grown man goes to work and then falls asleep in like the corporate office?
A young one that was partying all night.
I do.
I like naps.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
I enjoy a good nap.
There's a time and place for a nap. Just showing up to work, probably not the time.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. If you showed up at the facility
Sometimes late at night at the TV station, I may kick back in my chair and
That's
close
also-
that door and put those feet up. And
that's also got a little bit of an asterisk. You've got your work done and it's late night.
have that strange feeling that
8:30 in the morning
God.
for a walkthrough.
Oh God,
That'd be
weather's
great.
up.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh
awesome.
God.
I haven't done anything.
Oh no.
I think if you in our industry, I bet you've had this fear dream.
Yeah.
The dream where you go to do suddenly you're on the air and you're not prepared. The teleprompter doesn't work. Nothing's going on or right.
You know what the fear dream I have more than any other?
Which one?
I'm a quarterback. I go in the huddle. I kneel down. And I go to call the play, and I realize I have no idea what the play is.
That's fine.
I have that dream.
I have never had that.
Probably a bunch of times in my life.
The one that
I look up at the guys, and I'm like, oh.
The fear dream,
I don't belong here.
The fear dream, the anxiety dream, the one that I've had, and boy, you armchair psychologists have fun with this. We're not doing a whole nother segment, but this is just Freedom of Information Act right now. My fear dream is suddenly I have a final tomorrow, and I realize I didn't drop a class that I thought I dropped, and I have not gone to any of the classes, and I'm so basically
I've had that one.
Make an F.
I've had that one.
Something like that.
The Ox Gator has reminded me that the Jaguars executive vice president used to fall asleep here during the drill.
Tony Baselli often would nod off.
Yes.
When things didn't interest him. Yeah. When things
Did he kick his
interest
feet
him.
up?
Yeah. No, he didn't have to. Tony's one of those guys. Tony Baselli is one of those guys that can sleep without moving. Like, you would just think he was just sitting here.
You
like
know,
this.
me and Pross, we just keep yapping, so we didn't
You
notice
look
for
over,
about 5-10 minutes.
Then we throw something at him. Yeah.
He might be talking baseball. He go, I like the Rockies.
Yeah. These things are true. Yeah. We're speaking truth here.
All right, let's get Lee Smith up next. Want to take a break?
I do. We'll talk some players golf. It'll be here before we know it.
Let's
we got,
do it.
You know, ticket updates and all that stuff.
All right, good.
Yeah. All right. That's coming up next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
1010XL brings the swamp to the First Coast.
Guns it for the end zone. Intercepted!
Rocky Top makes a stop in the swamp.
Touchdown, Gators!
Florida, Tennessee, Saturday at 7:30 on Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football. 1010XL. Discuss the beautiful game. The Coaches Show presented by Sporting Jacks. Cole Pepper, Sporting Jacks head of soccer Mark Warburton, and Sporting Jacks women's coach Stacey Baylor. Get an hour of soccer talk Tuesday evenings at 6 on 1010 AM.
Hey, don't let Thanksgiving spills leave a stain on your holidays. Call Zero Res. Our patented cleaning technology lifts out even the toughest gravy, cranberry sauce, or pumpkin pie disasters without soap or residue, so your home stays cleaner longer. Right now, get back to clean. Get ready for Thanksgiving. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting just $149. Get a 4th room free with a canned food donation. Now, you can bring 1 can, 2 cans, but fill up a sack and bring them in. Come on, man. Help people out. Also, take $75 off your air duct cleaning. Here's what you do. Call my friends at Zero Res, 287-5727, 287-5727. Go online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and tell them you want the 1010XL special. There's Zero Res. Spell it backwards and forwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
I'm Chris Campion. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campion Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campion Law for a free consultation today. Campion Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampionLaw.com.
Campion Law.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. If you were doubting whether or not Lane Kiffin wanted to leave Ole Miss, doubt no more. In his press conference after a big win against Florida, he was asked, is Ole Miss finally a blue blood with great crowds like you saw tonight? His answer was, were you here last week? It's clear he wants out. It's clear he's frustrated with Ole Miss, and I would be shocked if he doesn't leave. I think he's going to Florida, but I'd be shocked if he doesn't leave. Shocked. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. The holidays are right around the corner, and Nimnik Buick GMC is kicking off the season with prices that are better than ever. Are you looking for a dealership that actually makes car buying easy? Well, at Nimnik, you'll find unbeatable holiday savings, a huge selection of Buicks and GMCs, plus flexible financing that fits your budget. Plus, the biggest sale of the year is coming, Nimnik's bigger than ever Black Friday event. Start your shopping early at NimnikBuickGMC.com or visit the showroom off Phillips Highway today. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, it's Angela and Brian Wall. How many companies do you know in this day and age that actually want their potential customers to call their competition and get quotes from them?
That's what WonderWorld wants you to do. WonderWorld knows there are other window companies out there, but we also know those other guys. When compared to WonderWorld, they can't offer you the quality at the price that WonderWorld can.
And with Window World, you get the absolute best guarantee there is in the window replacement business.
If anything goes wrong with your new Window World windows, 5 years from now, 10, 15, 50, Window World and I will be there to fix it for you. You get peace of mind with Window World, and to top it off, Window World windows increase the value of your home. So look what you get with Window World. Quality windows, low price, the best guarantee in the business, energy savings, and an increase in the value of your home. A win-win for you.
Call Window World today and get your free in-home estimate or see them online at windowworldneflorida.com.
Window World. Simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, back here on the drill. The players is just forever holds a special spot on our sports calendar here.
Oh, it's
everything
the best.
that grows around us and as Jacksonville grows, the memories of the event, the incredible talent that comes to our first coast every year to play in the event. We've got the executive director of the players.
Lee, we always do this. Who won
Lee
your
Smith.
first players?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Scotty.
Scotty?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Who won
entry.
yours? First one you went to as
The first one that I went to working, I think was
not sure.
I think it was. Did Nick Price win in 90? No, 92. I think Freddie maybe.
I think Freddie too was 92.
92. Yeah, the first one I covered. Let's see, 91. Elkington won the year before because the media day. Maybe it was Nick Price. Maybe won back in that time too.
Nick won it in 93.
Okay, 92 was Freddie.
Davis won it in 92. Elk won it in 91.
Okay, it was Davis Love. That's who it was.
My first one was John Mahaffey, 1986.
Probably just drawing off of Winston in the post game.
And then it was great. I mean, Mark won in 88, our own guy. That was terrific. And then one of the shockers of all time, Jody Mudd. Yeah, in 1990. But it's amazing. I had a friend come last year, and he hadn't been there in like 25 years. And he was like, he's like, oh my God, I've never seen it. You know, the evolve of that of what happens that week is incredible.
Yeah, really always the stuff that we work on from year to year is just not a massive change, but nip tucks here, whether it's a little bit of competition changes on the golf course or even fan navigation and walking paths and just a lot of those types of things, along with adding experiences as well.
And I think the tour has learned that you have to learn to grow. Like there's certain things that this younger generation aren't going to give up to come to any event, not just your golf tournament, and catering to them and what draws them out to events is a constant search a little bit as well. Let's talk first though about tickets. The best time to get them is ahead of the game. Our tickets
March 10th
now?
through the 15th, right?
10th through the 15th.
Yes.
Is that when we are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, right now, Jeff. It's we go on sale, public on sale today at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Oh.
And the tickets will always be the cheapest the earlier you get them. So if you know you're going to go, get them now because we do, just like every sporting event, dynamically price them as we get a little closer.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, and so we've always tried to really insist on, especially the local behavior, that this is the best chance. The way to support the event is buy your tickets now.
Does parking
great
go on
holiday
sale?
gift too, by the way.
That's true. Good point. Does parking go on sale immediately too?
Yes. So,
that's where you need to think ahead.
Yep.
You're
exactly right.
Yeah, get that parking, man, because I can't more than ticket requests. What we end up with the weekend of players is parking, and that's never going to change based on where you're located.
No, we're very fortunate. It's a blessing and a curse we talk about all the time. We can park over 10,000 cars in a parking lot attached to the golf course. That's actually more cars than go in parking lots attached to Everbank Stadium by about 3,000 cars.
How about that?
But the curse is all those cars have to get there. So the appeal is being able to park close. But you're exactly right. Parking is separate from your ticket. Parking is very limited. We had our Infiniti group's previous buyers at a pre-sale this past 7 days and actually sold about 3 times as many parking as we had previously. The allotment, as you say, goes really, really quick. So
folks want to know already on the text line, how do you get them? How do you get the tickets?
Theplayers.com/tickets.
There you go.
Easiest way to go. Go right to our website, theplayers.com/tickets.
Very simple. Very simple to do so.
And as for the anything noteworthy for us, so when it comes to on-site, evolutions, as you talked about earlier?
A lot of things. We're probably only a month or so away from announcing our concert act, which is always new every year, and sometimes
very popular.
About every 5 years, we deviate away from maybe the standard genre.
Yeah.
So
country,
it's a hint.
A little bit of a tease.
Shabuzi.
Shabuzi be a good one.
And so we'll announce that probably early January. We're working with the concert hall right down the street to add some programming later in the week. Yeah, it's really the Ponte Vedra Concert Hall has really done good. So we'll have some concerts each evening that will shuttle people to. New on-site fan activations with some partners for you guys. Where you guys were, I don't know if you've been
Sawgrass
out to
Village.
TBC.
Yeah.
But Palm Valley there, left to number 9's completely cleared out. And now it's all turf. So we actually have a fan activation there. We haven't figured out what corner of the property we'll put you guys in yet.
Yeah, right. Somewhere dispatched. Somewhere that'll take me 5 minutes longer to walk to than I expected. And the drill will start that day at 6:06. That's how far.
I wonder if they moved us when we do the radio program.
Because we're so loud and obnoxious.
The year that we yelled at Tony Finau.
We did that one year. We've
Remember
done a
that?
lot of untoward things.
Tony was
the one
walking.
thing that was unfair is they used to put us sometimes in the trees there next to 18 fairway, and we just talk loud, and it's just how it is. We're talking like this. We're not being especially loud. Oh, the marshals about had conniptions, so they couldn't shut us up. They couldn't make the players happy. It was,
rules officials coming over.
And then they decided, okay, well now let's just put them in something that's got walls and a roof. and that should be good enough.
But
And
you
then they
know what?
determine that those places are too nice for. I'm only kidding.
You know what, Lee? As long as there's grub there,
Yeah.
the media won't complain.
That's fair.
That's right. Yeah.
I like when y'all put us near the bar area.
Yeah,
That's what I like.
A little bit of swag and food. Yep,
Yeah.
swag and food.
He comes out on the
You
years.
know the game.
On the years that ET is out there with us on site location, he's going to about 7:45, and then he's going to go quote explore.
Yeah.
He
7:45 a.m.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
7:45 in the morning. He's going to go
And he's
explore.
gone. And then he
gonna
shows
come back
up with his-
double-fisted.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of those aluminum cans.
Tell us about something he just learned.
This is a new drink I like
awesome.
this year, fellas.
Yes.
I've tried it out.
Well, it's good. So we sold last year. We sold just over 23,000 Sawgrass splashes. So he's got 2 of those.
Yeah,
All right.
I contributed to
Yeah,
that.
Oh,
for
2
sure.
a day. Yeah, 2
I've
a day.
had a Sawgrass Splash or 100 in my day too
Yeah.
as well. I think we all have. There's nothing
Oh,
wrong
my
with that.
gosh.
Nothing good with a good Sawgrass splash. Well,
a couple golf things, man. What a year it was for the PGA Tour, man. Amidst everything that's going on, I mean, but the golf was, and the stars and the wins and the way they won. I mean, memorable moment after memorable moment. It was a fantastic year.
No, you're exactly right. I mean, to see young talent arrive.
Yeah.
New talent arrive in Ben Griffin and JJ Spawn of the world, but then most notably, the stars showed out.
Oh, gosh.
Even Scotty with an injury getting off to a slow start, but winning as many times as he did, and Rory winning, and obviously we're selfish here at the Players, but a Monday playoff on St. Patrick's Day,
so good. Awesome.
and
It was so good.
playing 3 holes, and the story of him turning around on the driving range and hitting 9 irons towards 3 greens,
Yes.
so that he could hit them in the same direction with his TrackMan as the wind would be
And
blowing
really-
on 17. It's just was a really cool finish. But the year, just momentum riding into the fall and next
kind
year.
of a coming out party for JJ Spawn on that
sure.
day,
Went
because
into a big year.
man, that guy looks like a guy who's
Won a
gonna-
major.
Yeah, here
Yeah.
to stay.
Absolutely.
Like, this guy can play.
That's
so.
and it's another one
Which
of
is
them.
kind of a neat story
And we're
in its own
past
right.
any arm wrestling of perception about the other silly tour.
Yeah,
But JJ Spawn is why the PGA Tour always be king.
yeah.
You can't change your life like JJ Spawn did
Right.
from January to
Right.
December
Yeah.
in any other golf,
Yeah.
league or format
Yeah.
anywhere.
And Ryder Cup years are always great. I mean, we got a few things to clean up with the fans up there, but other than that, it was
And the butt whipping we got.
and the
Don't
butt
forget
whipping
that part.
we got. Yeah.
Well, that was such a fun event.
Did you go to that by any
I
chance?
did.
You did?
I did.
How was it?
It took me 2.5 hours to get there on
Yeah.
Friday morning from 6 to 8:30 in a shuttle. But one thing that I came away with, and I know New York with you, Dan, but New York maybe played a little bit of part in it. But the fact that that's the closest thing that golf has to a college football game. You walk on site and you're rooting for one side.
Yeah.
One side or the other. There's not 120 players to root for. You're rooting for one side.
I thought
or the
Rory had a good point about it, Lee, when basically after it was all said and done, he was like, we just got to kind of get back to you can go crazy for your side. Do that more so than getting after the other side.
Rooting
you know what
against
I mean?
versus rooting for. Yeah.
I think at Hazeltine they all had the American flags out on the first tee, and it was like a cool shot. And I mean, that's kind of more what I think the Ryder Cup is trying to do, as opposed to screaming all kinds of crazy stuff and getting over the top with some of these dudes.
Well, isn't that what the greatest part about the European fans and the European soccer fans even are the songs? And they're all for their team and rarely against another.
But, man, excited about the players, excited about another year of golf, excited about all the stars out there. It's going to be a great.
The stars are excited about winning all that money.
We figured out every now and then we like to go, okay, so if I was out there, I used to go out there 7 days a week, but now 5 days a week, and I've been going out there for 42 years. 42 years times 7. All of a sudden you start realizing, man, I've spent 6 months of my life out there.
More than that. There's 52 weeks, 40, almost a year. You're coming to do it for, just
it's kind of cool.
5 more years. You would have put in a good solid year on.
Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of getting close to. It'd be 30 times 5. Yeah.
And you sit there and you go,
30
gosh,
weeks.
that's not a bad gig.
Yeah. Well, as you guys know, I think this is my third Players,
Right.
probably the thing that's jumped out at me the most is the way that this community rallies around the golf tournament.
Oh, yeah.
In so many ways: media, support, businesses, volunteers, all of that type of thing. I've been in a decent amount of markets with a decent amount of tournaments. Through my experience, and it's second to none.
All right, and there's also this: when you reach year 3, it's your contract kicker. Your contract clause kicks in, free quarter zips for life.
Well,
So
don't you
he's
feel-
gone to the three? He's gone to the quarter.
Don't you
zip,
feel
and now
like
he's
Lee
there
has
forever.
surpassed
I'm
the
not
other-
shifting to a vest.
Yeah.
That's
No,
Jared's the vest guy.
Oh, he's shifted from quarter. Yeah, you are the quarter. You're right now. Your
Yeah.
contract stipulates the quarter.
I
the
feel
quarter
like
zip.
Lee has surpassed
What's his
Jared.
name?
Yeah, what's his name? We can't remember his name anymore. As kind of the guy now. So I kind of like. All right, one
You
more
don't
question.
think about Jared. He got promoted down in your mind.
E, do you have the song?
Well, I got the song.
Okay.
This
is a
threw
big
me-
question right now.
Threw me for a loop.
Not me. I got it right. I was the one.
Very, very disappointed and saddened by this, but it's one of the great songs of all time. In the Air Tonight, I can feel it come. Right. So, but there's 2 words here.
We're gonna have to type that finish the lyrics game. Maybe you've seen that
Yes.
before. Here we
So
go.
we're
You
gonna
ready? ET, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. What just happened? He just gave it away.
I gave it away.
I just gave away the whole
But do you know
thing.
what those words
Oh my
are?
God! What? That's the biggest choke.
I do not. I would have always said it was "Oh Lord."
Yeah,
There he goes.
It is. Oh Lord.
Everybody
but he just,
knows this.
But he just played "Oh Lord, Oh Lord, Oh Lord." So it probably
But
a
you
little
got
bit
it right.
subliminally. That was
I
an
thought it
all-timer
was "Hold
there.
On"
Yeah.
for 44 years.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that did.
I just
by the
learned
way.
this morning.
Yeah.
For 44
Yeah.
years, I thought it was "Hold On."
Yeah, and a lot of people on the text line, same thing, thought it was "Hold On."
Ross is like, "Oh, it's "Oh Lord," and I go, "Shut up, you
No, I
idiot.
wasn't
It's not
sure.
"Oh
Well,
Lord."
he did say idiot, but he says that a lot, so I don't hear it.
It's "Hold On." It's "Oh Lord."
Yeah,
I'm
it is
stunned.
"Oh Lord."
Absolutely stunned.
They played that in the Georgia Dome for a long time. Georgia Dome and Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah.
So,
They played
heard
every
it
it
when I
became
lived there.
very-
Yeah.
It helped that the hangover made it super
brought it
popular.
back.
Yeah,
Brought it back again
Yeah.
for another round is
Yeah.
what it did. Yeah. So it's
All
great
right, well,
to see you, my man.
yeah, we'll
great
we'll-
stuff.
we'll talk
Appreciate
again,
you, Lee.
guys.
Don't
Thanks for
forget,
the
get your
support.
tickets now.
Yeah.
Tell them one more time
Yeah,
where
where
to
do
go.
you get 'em?
Yeah, theplayers.com/tickets today, 10 a.m.
All right,
Oh,
perfect.
today at
All right.
10 a.m.
Well, Dan will be in line, so
Let's
you better,
go.
better hustle up and get there.
Better
We'll be
not
back
have
with more
any
next.
cloud flare.
That's fair. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Big toys for big boys and much more. You can count on Catlin.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He watches the coach's film to find the things you might have missed. Jeff Lageman checks the tape for you. Tuesdays during football season on Jaguars Today. Inspected by Napa Auto Care on 1010XL.
Waiting around for Black Friday? At Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi, we've already dropped Black Friday prices. That's right, thousands of vehicles priced to move now. Get 0 down, no payments for 90 days, plus peace of mind with a lifetime warranty. Don't wait for the crowds. Get your Black Friday deal today. Start saving early with Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi, where Black Friday starts right now. That'll wow ya.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On November 18, 1979, Richard Petty became the first to win the NASCAR Series Cup 7 times.
I know it's early to talk about the holiday season coming up. Of course it is. My friends at Beards Diamonds are stocking up like never before. No need to rush. They just want you to know when you're ready, Beards will be ready. Beards is Jacksonville's local diamond powerhouse. No middleman pricing on exquisite diamonds. Unlike those other stores in the town center, Beards ain't no Wall Street-owned jeweler. They're family-owned by the Lupos. Say hello to them when you go in. They've been around there for decades. Great folks right here in Jacksonville. And they run circles around those conglomerate stores that claim to have direct pricing. Beards beats them every day. You're wondering about lab-grown diamonds? Beards can teach you. They have natural and lab-grown, and they can educate you on both. So don't make a mistake. And don't forget, Beards has case after case of fashion jewelry, rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, colored gemstones. Bottom line, you don't need to shop anywhere else. Beards is local, massive selection, stand behind what they sell, take care of local customers, 100% accountable because they live here. Check them out and you will see. Beards Diamonds, they rock.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Resto Pros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Resto Pros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com.
Resto Pros!
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Hi, folks. It's Frank Frangie. Did you know that individuals over age 60 have great results on Awaken 180? See how you could drop weight and get off your medications in just 3 months with Awaken 180's Golden Program. Visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Honda of the Avenues. Jag head coach Liam Cohen commented on the benefits of limiting negative plays.
When you can get on schedule and stay on schedule for an extended period of time, allowed us to be able to execute some calls that we had.
Recruiting shakeups for Florida. Rivals predicted another Gator defensive commit could flip, this time to Texas A&M. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:13, it's 64 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
All right, it's funny how fate works. There's a little dash and dine side, corner little breakfast nook that we're trying to check out. So I did a little surveying here in the break, and I was just talking about it, well, lo and behold, you know what's right next to us? You ready?
Yeah.
This is cool. Someday, at some point, I can see this also intertwining. Donkeys. Yeah, donkeys right there.
Down that long road?
Yeah, right, that's right. You walk right down that long road, you can see the donkeys.
I did.
Burros? Yeah, we got donkeys. Did you see one?
No, I saw that road. I was like,
there's three of them. 3 donkeys.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little donkeys.
I feel like
right
that's
next door.
I feel like that's gonna
It's
gonna make his way to the
Yes, that's what I'm saying. At some point, we got to get a donkey in the back of the truck, take him somewhere.
I want a mascot donkey here in the station.
Right? I told you. It's crazy. I just said it's going to be interesting. The flavor of our new neighborhood, donkeys. Which is an upgrade. At our old place, we had like a flop house across the street.
Correct.
I'd rather have donkeys than a flop house.
On the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, y'all are killing me with this in the air tonight bit. My junior year of high school, I played for the state title at Troy University in the then Movie Gallery Stadium. They played that song during pregame warmups, and I'll never forget the feeling. After leading 24-7 at half, we wound up losing 44-37. I hate that song. I'll be happy when Hick gets over the shock.
That's fair.
Also, Johnny Law is everywhere today. Keep those speeds down. I concur. I was driving up JTB this morning, and boy, he was looking right at me. I thought I was in trouble, but he let me go. So,
all right. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Our speed traps, when you see them, you get it out. Always brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, so they're all over the place. If you've got truck accessory needs, there is no other place. So it's nice to have the market cornered, like my friend Keith Catlin, especially since he's the pride of Ole Miss. He's going to lose his head coach, it would seem.
Yeah.
There's been, though, a little bit of development in the Lane Kiffin story. The story's now the family's, his wife and kids or ex-wife and kids. I still don't know the story if they're read together or whatever. Anyway, she's part of the family unit right now, and apparently they've flown in said family to both Baton Rouge and Gainesville at this time. I know the Florida contingent has met with Lane. The Ole Miss side is now, there are reports that they're demanding that he reach a deadline of before the Egg Bowl, which is coming up in 2 weeks, which would fall in line, Hick, with the timeline that we've always assumed that, any decision would be announced after the regular season.
Yeah.
A couple things would help here. It would help if Ole Miss isn't in the SEC championship game. I don't need that fly in the ointment if you're getting toward if you get toward that final game against Mississippi State, and if you win, it means you're in the SEC championship game. Probably not the time to drop the news, is it?
No.
Don't you owe it first and foremost, even if you're going to be our next coach, to give this year's team a full and complete effort? And if the university chooses not to allow that, well, that's on them. But from Lane's perspective, isn't that what you do here?
I don't know. I think it'll be kind of up to Ole Miss's perspective. Is kind of what I'm thinking. So I think what they want and they seem a little bit like, I don't know, they seem a little bit annoyed, and I get it. They're having their greatest year in the history of the football program, and now their coach is about to get, most likely going to leave to one place or another. Who knows where he's headed or what's going to happen, but the feeling is, if I were to rank them, I'd say Florida 1, LSU 2, Ole Miss 3.
Well, Ole Miss, I don't think is helping themselves in the current climate, but their politicians are getting involved. The Secretary of State in Mississippi has, made public comments. He said, at some point, it'd be nice for our current coach, Lane Kiffin, to reciprocate the love and gratitude shown by our administration, players, fan base, and collective.
If I was Lane Kiffin, I'd say I did reciprocate it with 11 wins.
That's correct.
How about you shut your mouth and do your job as good as I do?
In the relationship of who owes who here, this is a one-sided affair.
Yeah.
It's all the appreciation and gratitude should go to the only coach that's consistent. And I know Hugh Freeze had a moment, and he's so bad now he can't have a job. Let me tell you this, Lane Kiffin's next job he ain't going to be fired from because he can't get to 500.
Right.
He's the best coach. And I'm not going to go back in the old days, and it can be whatever. But, the Secretary of State weighing in, when politicians get involved, by the way, it just turns us all off.
I mean, Lane Kiffin didn't replace Hugh Freeze. He replaced Matt Luke, who went 4-8, 5-7, and 6-6.
Yeah, correct. I knew that. I knew it wasn't directly.
Hugh Freeze was 5-7, 10-3, 9-4, 8-5, 7-6.
And by the way, you think of Hugh Freeze doing great things there. That's nowhere near the resume of Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss. Kiffin at Ole Miss.
Houston Nutt before him, Ed Orgeron.
No, they've never been any good.
David Cutcliffe did have a 10-win season.
Well, he had Eli.
Yeah. Tommy Tuberville, Joe Lee Dunn, one of the greats, Billy Brewer. Billy Brewer brought him here to the Gator Bowl against Michigan back in 1990.
It didn't end well.
Billy Brewer. I
think that was 31-0.
Steve Sloan, Ken Cooper, Billy Kennard, and then the great Johnny Vaught.
I guess my point is, and I'm not hating on Ole Miss. There's certainly a bowl-worthy type program, but they've never lived up in that high life of competing for conference and national champions. Ole Miss, through the entirety of the conference division breakdown, never even made it to Atlanta. Mississippi State did a couple of times.
Yeah.
So let's don't forget that because they're so successful right now. All right, I got a nice Dailies double take. This is a good one. Certain things your franchise can own, certain distinctions, and maybe this one can be a little nugget in the Hall of Fame when maybe both of these coaches end up there.
Okay.
But with their 29-point win over Jim Harbaugh. The Jaguars have given Jim and brother John, who they once beat by 37, their worst NFL margins of defeat.
Oh, snap.
Both brothers' worst loss as NFL coaches came against the Jaguars. Jim's 29-point loss Sunday against the Jags ties his worst previous margin. He lost at Seattle 42-13 one time. And in 2017, the Jags defeated John Harbaugh's Ravens 44-7. I think that was a London game.
Yeah.
And the Jags were up 44-0 with 4 minutes remaining in the fourth. So, yeah, hey, the brothers Harbaugh have a little healthy respect. Justin Herbert has a little healthy respect for Trevor and the Jags. So there are some, behemoth battles we're starting to win. Dan.
One more Jag note, get your guys' opinion real quick. They signed somebody yesterday, and it's somebody that we know. Like, usually you sign somebody to the practice squad, you're like, who? Juan Thornhill started for the Kansas City Chiefs. Juan Thornhill is also the guy who, like today when they had their first team meeting and he walks in, BTJ's going to look at him and go, ah! That's the guy who hit him in the preseason Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Who has
Maybe
given
they
him
brought
the
him in to
case
love
of the
him back.
dropsies.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, BTJ going to walk. Here comes Juan Thornhill, and BTJ's going to go, ah!
Oh, no.
So anyway,
by the way, the Green
Juan Thornhill though is a guy who could, get activated here and
be impactful.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what game he was with Pittsburgh. I know he was with Kansas City for a while. I remember the name, and he started for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So
I remember I asked earlier about that BJ Green, and was that anything outside of our own local market? Has it been talked about? Was it viewed as a terrible? And now some of the people are giving me some feedback that J.J. Watt has a tweet about it. It has been talked about on other platforms. PFF covered it, said it was a horrendous call. All of them said it was an atrocious call. So that's good to know because the NFL needs to take notice. We need to step back just a little bit from this ultra care that we're taking. Football's a violent, aggressive, fast-paced game.
Yeah.
The way you're going to get people killed is asking them to stop mid-instinct and turn away they shouldn't.
Yeah.
So that was just a good, hard hit. That was ridiculous.
All right, let's take a break, catch back up. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's not superstition, it's preparation.
Exactly.
It's your first game day pregame show. It's the Terminix Kickoff Show. 5 hours before kickoff. Connected by American Electrical Contracting and Campion Law on 1010XL.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duvall sub. The Duvall comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duvall sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, Hickett here for Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium service for the life of them doors. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. If mine ever does, you know what I do? I take action. I call action, and then they take action. Perfect. Jeff Fernandez Cruz, Jacksonville folks. They're not some out-of-town chain where you got to go up the chain, layer after layer after layer, finally get someone to come to your house. Nope, call Jeff. His people are on it, man. They've been doing it for 25 years, man. Action Garage Door. We've been doing it 25 years. I've been in my house for a long time. I got a garage door through Action Garage Door just a couple years ago. People still rave about it. And by the way, the garage door openers features like smart home integration, quiet operation, and added security. Something goes wrong, Hick, what do I do? You go garagedoor911.com to get Action Garage Door. Real easy to remember. Something's wrong with your garage door, garagedoor911.com, and Action Garage Door will be there to help you out. Check them out at garagedoor911.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Cooking with Prisco.
These things are wonderful. You're going to love it. Have a rolling.
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and my knee was getting worse, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Your pipes are leaking, don't get nervous. Fa la 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 la. Call Roll and Reach for same-day service. Fa la 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 la. He guarantees your satisfaction. Fa la 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 la. Call Roland and he'll spring into action. Fa la 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 la. This holiday season, if you have a leak and can't wait a week, dial 904-260-7059. And from the Roll and Reach family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, in talking about the quality of cut of a diamond, is there a particular diamond cutter that's known as the best?
Frank, the answer is yes, and that would be Hearts on Fire, who have the world's most perfectly cut diamond, and we have them now at Underwoods. When anybody comes in and looks at one of these diamonds, the first thing they say is, wow! That's because these diamonds are cut from absolute maximum beauty and are really worth seeing, so you have an idea of how good a diamond can really look. They have perfect polish, perfect symmetry, and perfect proportions, and are backed up with an American Gem Society diamond quality document. Now, not every diamond could be a Hearts on Fire diamond because only certain rough diamonds in the hands of the most skilled cutters working in state-of-the-art cutting facilities can cut these. In fact, only 200 diamond cutters out of the 1 million people employed in the diamond cutting trade are skilled enough to cut Hearts on Fire diamonds.
See Hearts on Fire now at Underwoods, San Marco, Avondale, the shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
All right, welcome back.
And we're back.
Jaguars off to Arizona this week. Oh, boy. 6-4, man. Real opportunity. 2 road games the next 2 weeks.
Is this considered a trap game?
Yeah, all trap. Well, you got Tennessee the week after. I mean, that's a game that, listen, just find ways to win, man. And I'm like, get 8-4. Man, I'll take 7-5 right now, and I'll be thrilled.
I'll take 7-4, and we'll go from there. How about that?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I definitely. Well, here's like, and we contextualize this in just an easy to package. It's not meant with like such crazy, like such harsh disparity, but so I won't use the term SOJ, but I'll just say in years past we would go lose both of these games, if not one of them, and for sure the Titans game.
Yeah.
Like if it mattered on the road, we would lose it. Not in 22, not the 1 year. Those every 5-year periods where we've been a playoff team, we might win that game on the road. So Tennessee has played teams tough. They played the Chargers tough at home, almost beat them.
Oh, yeah.
They played the Texans home. I honestly think the Titans game is a more dangerous game than the Cardinals game.
Yeah, Cam Ward's having a typical rookie year,
And there's just the rivalry part.
Got 6 touchdowns and 6 picks, so he makes a great throw here and there, and he makes a bad throw. He's throwing for 2,000 yards, he's completing 58.4% of his passes, so.
Well, they lost. Ridley broke his leg this past weekend.
Yeah.
DK, who was starting to at least flash, he got hurt and he's out. They don't have much. They already let Lockett go.
Yeah.
So I am Manor, who they got the rookie from Stanford, has shown flashes. So if they beat you, they're going to probably get good days from Pollard and Spears. They're probably going to run the ball and let Ward. But their defense has been what's kept them in games.
Their only win was that win against the Cardinals.
That's what I'm saying.
1 point
This game this week is you got to win that game.
Now they
beat Kyler.
The Texans had them. They had the Chargers. Mm-hmm. What was the Chargers score? 24-17? 27-20.
Yeah, 27.
They had what did they have in that game? They had something. Was it a pick six? Something.
Yeah.
They did something to keep themselves in the game. Colts beat them 38-14.
Right.
Raiders beat them 20-10.
At Tennessee?
Colts beat them 41-20 the second time. I mean,
yeah. That's what
we need to do.
Yeah, and I think we'll beat them. I'm not saying I think they'll win the next 2 weeks. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Yeah,
but and that sets up such potentially a huge game against the Colts because
Colts got the Chiefs, and the Chiefs got to win this week.
And then right after the Chiefs, it's like the Texans maybe.
Yeah, it's the Colts.
Yeah.
I don't have them.
I have them. Hold on. We went through this yesterday. They play like a round robin of just like harshness. I think at the round robin is them, the Chiefs, and the Texans. Let's see. Right. The Colts the next 3 weeks are at Kansas City this week. Mm-hmm. Then they're home against the Texans. Then they're at the Jags. And then, by the way, they got to go at Seattle. Oof. Then they've got the Niners at home. Then they've got the Jags at home. And then they got to go at Houston.
Not easy.
And Houston back in it becomes, I'm glad we're done with them.
Yeah.
Like, you get a motivated Houston team. When the Colts are going to get a Houston team that's gunning to win at least one of the two. They haven't given up on catching Indy.
No. And
that's a really tough. Here's their schedule. What's Indy going to go? Let's be honest, and let's try and take our own. Let's give ourselves a split so that we're objective.
Okay.
What are they going to go? Indy right now is 8-2.
I think they get to 10.
At Kansas City.
Mm-hmm. Loss.
8-3.
Mm-hmm.
Houston at home.
I think they win that.
9-3. Yeah. At Jacksonville. Well, we're going to give a split, so we're going to go 10-4.
They lose that one.
At Seattle.
I think they lose that one.
10-5.
Yeah.
San Francisco at home.
That's a tough one. They could win it.
11-5.
Yeah.
And then at Houston.
Yeah.
11-7. I mean, they could
depends what Houston's got to play for too now.
But I mean, if we assume splits with Houston and splits with Jacksonville, maybe that assumption's not fair to the Colts. They played better than a team that's not going to beat.
The Colts could very well now.
They could be
13-4 too.
Yeah, it's harder for me to see them getting there only because they have not beaten good teams.
Yeah.
In fact, their last game out, you were right, they won. They beat pitiful Atlanta, I think, and even in overtime. They beat them in the last minute.
Yeah.
The week before that, they lost at Pittsburgh. Their wins are against the Titans. They did win at the Chargers. That was a good win, but they didn't beat them like we did.
Right.
They beat the Cardinals. They beat the Raiders. Those were home games. They won at Tennessee. They did beat Denver. Miami, they beat in the opener. Their strength of victory isn't going to be as high as even the Jags.
No, they're getting what we had in the beginning. Our schedules are sort of flip-floppy with the Colts.
For sure.
They're playing the tough teams in the second half. Mm-hmm. We kind of had them in the first half, so we shall see.
Now, they lost to the Rams already, and we lost to Seattle, but Jacksonville did beat both San Francisco and Kansas City. We'll see if they can. Mm-hmm. And look, again, all they got to do is lose one of those two games the next 2 weeks at Kansas City or home against Houston, lose either one of those, and the Jaguars will be hosting the Colts for the division lead. If, and a big if, the Jags win their next two. But if the Jags win their next two games, and I'll remind you, they are against two of the worst teams in the league, record-wise, Tennessee and Arizona. If they win those two games on the road, when they play Indy, more likely than not, they'll be playing for a share of the AFC South lead.
That'd be great.
Fun to contemplate.
Matthew Stafford, 27 touchdowns, 2 picks heading into this week. Had another good game against Seattle. Drake May, Matthew Stafford, probably the two.
They're the ones that aren't having, like all these other even good ones are having these bad clunkers every 5 weeks.
I did notice one thing about Trev. I know he doesn't have a ton of touchdown passes, and we don't have to go over his play 11, but he has run for 5. Which is important.
Counts.
Yeah, it does.
That does count. We do it with Josh Allen, so
and Lamar.
Yeah. So those 5 touchdowns are important, and that gives him 16 and 8. And the thing is, here's a guy who runs a lot, but knock on wood,
he hasn't been fumbling.
He hasn't been fumbling.
Yeah, the only one was the kind of the awkward play against the Chiefs where he tried to.
That was a dicey one. I kind of thought that was a fumble, but they didn't call it that. So I guess
they said it wasn't?
It wasn't a fumble.
Oh.
It was ruled
touchdown, right?
No, the one where he kind of
against the Chiefs. You're talking about?
No, this last week.
Oh,
last
week.
that one.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the Chiefs game. That's a fumble.
Yeah.
So that would add to the list.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I tell you what was interesting, Dan, being at the game in the press box, and then I go home and I watch it on the. You kind of lose sight. You're not getting that running play-by-play, but how, at least according to the announcers, and as you watch it, how really good, like top-level good Trevor was in the third quarter. I guess he went 8 for 9 for 80-something yards.
Yeah, very good quarter.
If you translate that out to a game, a 300-yard passing game with the kind of numbers we've
kind of his MO,
like to
though.
see. That's for
MO.
sure.
Because you can't ignore the first half where he was 6 of 11 for 60 yards.
I will say this, almost exclusively it's better in the end. Yeah. Like he's won those games in the fourth quarter.
I guess the good thing for him is if he's having a bad game, he can still find it.
That's right.
So
and until
as
we
opposed
get
to just falling totally
right.
apart.
Correct. And we're good enough now that if you get good things around, this is a team that has showed its ceiling with the quarterback and other positions good enough to beat really good teams.
Right.
We learned that on Sunday.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. Keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
It's a great get-together after the game. Hacker Leon and Coach Gerald Ingram bring you the window world of Northeast Florida fifth quarter. Live from Hurricane Grill and Wings, Chillington Creek, nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting on 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
I know it's football season, but I know you love basketball too. And youth sports are always in season at the First Coast YMCA. Registration is now open for winter basketball at the Y. Today, more than ever, our kids need to experience the joy of being a kid while also learning the importance of teamwork, respect, and healthy living. At the Y, we're providing a safe, clean, fun environment with an exciting youth basketball league. Learn more at fcymca.org.
Yo, you already know it's your main man E.T. And no one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails, served over ice balls, local craft beers, and handcrafted whiskey cocktails. Rounded out with adventurous drink menus, second to none. And don't forget about our 29-degree drafts. Check them out now on Atlantic and Kernan. Twin Peaks, eat, drink, scenic views. Come on, somebody.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price. They're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale. Finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
Jeff Lagerman for Napa Auto Care Centers. This football season, make sure your ride can get to that tailgate or travel to the away game safely and dependably. You can trust the ASE certified professionals at any one of the 29 independently owned Napa Auto Care Centers and the quality Napa parts they use. Napa Auto Care Centers can handle everything: oil changes, air conditioning, brakes, engines, transmissions. Napa Auto Care Centers offers a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile peace of mind warranty on most repairs. Find one near you at jacksnapaautocare.com.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Your AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Slow, and I want to talk to you today about having a grateful spirit. As we journey in life, it's so easy to take things for granted. But I want to encourage you to never get tired of thanking God for your blessings. Take time also to thank the people in your life who have and are helping you to become the person you are today. Don't go through life complaining, go through life praising.
To hear more inspirational messages by Reverend Dr. Nicholas Lowe, please visit our website at stjohnthedivine.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Cool Down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
We all need to cool down a little bit. See how things are going. We get work today and start getting ready for Arizona. Jacoby Brissett completed 47 passes
That's
last
crazy.
week out of 57 attempts.
Pretty
47 out of 57. And it's sort of kind of expedited the maybe end of Kyler Murray. And I don't think Jacoby Brissett will be the quarterback going forward, but I get the feeling that Kyler Murray's days are limited and he'll be going someplace else. He just he hasn't quite taken off, man. Just, for whatever reason. And obviously, way back when we had the whole, what's the name of the video game? Grand Theft Auto or something?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. But I don't know, man. That's an interesting team. Now, I will say this, and it's funny because Freddie Taylor said the same thing. You can't get lulled to sleep out in the desert, or the Cardinals will beat you because they'll punch you in the mouth.
Yeah.
They got some good football players. They got a really good tight end.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They got our guy Calais is still playing for him.
Sheesh.
Marvin Harrison didn't play last week. I don't know what his status is. We'll find out more tomorrow. But he had a appendectomy or something. But yeah, Josh Sweat, Dalvin Tomlinson, names you guys know. Zaven Collins, a first-round pick. They love that Will Johnson kid. Buda Baker still there. So they got some good players. They will, and they lost a bunch of one-score games. They're kind of like us last year. They lost to San Fran by a point. They lost to Seattle by 3 points. They lost to Tennessee by 1 point when their DA running back handed the football off. They lost to the Colts by 4 points. They lost to Green Bay by 4 points. So now the last 2 weeks they've gotten their doors blown off. So,
well, they're the only team on our schedule. The only team on our schedule that we play that has given up more points this year is the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go score. You got to keep that offense going. I don't. We have made a franchise off of killing Jacoby Brissett. We have sacked. I bet you the Jaguars have sacked Jacoby Brissett more than any other team has sacked Jacoby Brissett.
You said we got him 10 times in
one game. I think we've had another one. I feel like the Jags got him again. Where else has he been, by the way? Have we faced him anywhere other than Indy?
Be nice to keep it going.
He's with the Patriots.
I don't think I think Indy, we probably faced him 3 times with Indy. I feel like we sacked that joker 15 times in 3 games. So I'm cooling down on this. I think there's a fine line between remembering and
He's 2-5 against the Jaguars in his career.
So yeah, I wonder how many.
One with the Dolphins, all the rest with the Colts.
Okay, one with the Dolphins too. I wonder how many sacks. Well, if he's played that many games against us, we may be his biggest nemesis through the years, through a variety of different teams and eras going through it. To my cooling off standpoint, and I say this with all due sentiment and feeling towards a family and people that are reeling, that are close to anyone that ends their life in that way. I think there's a fine line between remembering and honoring. And I don't think suicide is worth honoring. I don't. It just didn't hit right. I thought the NFL had a chance with a target here to focus on suicide prevention and don't be afraid to get help. Always
Mental
reach
health.
out. Mental health awareness. Here's a guy who thinks he has the world, so don't think that you are alone. But we've gone from a day where you wouldn't even report on the news if a suicide was given because you didn't want to give it as an option. And I feel like the Cowboys got like a hero's departure from the earth, and I don't know how that is going to discourage playing out that way. And again, I say this with all due consideration to everything. And I understand how the Cowboys are hit and affected. I do. But the NFL stopped games around the league and moments of silence and pause, which is more reserved.
Well, they lost one of their own, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
And again,
young kid, 24, and it's just always.
Don't think it's a hero.
I will say this, and I always tell this to my class, and it's always a reminder, man. Life is tough, and if you ever get really down or you find yourself in a deep, dark place, man, don't be afraid to ask. We all have. There's nothing to be ashamed about, man. It's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with saying, "Hey, man, I'm not feeling right," and get someone because the other alternatives aren't so great. Let's get the cat in here real quick before we head off to break. See what he has for us. I think he said he wanted to eat some crow. The cat eating crow. The cat has a dead bird in his mouth.
Cats will do that. Sometimes they'll bring him and leave him on your front porch.
What's that, cat?
Hey-o.
Hey-o. What's up, cat?
Yeah. So folks out there, it's gonna stay private, but I gotta own up to it. I sent Dan a text after the debacle against the Texans. I was in full fan mode, completely emotional roller coaster.
I'm glad I don't get
pissed.
that way.
Yeah, right. I got pissed off that I texted Dan that the Jags will not win more than 3 games the rest of the way. Before the Charger game.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
But I have to amend that.
Okay.
Because we're not losing again, boys. 13-4, here we come.
That's a dub.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
That's just, I was
13-4.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fine. We'd love that.
We would take 13-4. You bet we would.
We'll get ready for a little playoff run. All right, let's do this.
We should ask we should have asked the cat about his new football coach.
His new football?
Yeah, James Franklin.
That's right. I bet he's happy.
Yeah.
I bet he's happy.
All right.
We got to take a break.
That's
We'll come back, make the turn for home next here on The Drill.
Gotcha.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Tired of roofers who never answer the phone and just use AI?
I'm Morgan Conley, the People's Roofer. I answer every call. No robots, no runaround. I'm born here, built here, staying here. Visit MorganConleyRoofing.org.
Are you ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? It's the Black Friday sales event going on now at Renewal by Andersen. Buy now and pay nothing until 2027. That's no money down, no payments, and no interest for 2 years. This offer expires November 30th. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Awaken 180 weight loss. Awaken 180 weight loss. Hacker here, and I recently celebrated a birthday with friends and family, and a lot of photos were taken. And you go on Facebook and you look, and you have those memories of years past on the same day. And I saw pictures of myself from 2 years ago. I couldn't believe it. I absolutely couldn't believe it. That's back when I was over 300 pounds. I mean, I was in a bad spot in life with my weight. And now here we are, my birthday in 2025, down over 100 pounds, keeping the weight off. I look like a completely different human being. I can't tell you how many times I'm told that pretty much on a daily basis by people who haven't seen me in quite some time. Go to awaken180weightloss.com, awaken180weightloss.com. I'm living proof. If you want to drop the weight, Awaken 180 Weight Loss is your answer. 844-346-1800.
It's time for the Plumbing 411 from Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. When your kitchen or bathroom drain just won't clear, there's probably a deeper blockage. Food scraps, grease, soap scum, even small objects can jam up your pipes. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining uses advanced tools to find the clog and flush it away for good. Don't wait for a tiny clog to become a big headache. Make the superior choice when your drains are clogged. And learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
The best golfing weather of the year is upon us, and Hidden Hills Golf Club welcomes you to play your next round at our beautiful course. You'll enjoy our friendly service and the dramatic elevation changes at our Arnold Palmer Golf Design. Book today at hiddenhillsgc.com.
Celebrating 30 years in Jax Beach. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn is your go-to for cash on the spot. They buy gold. Huge sale on firearms all month. Save during Florida's Second Amendment sales tax holiday with no sales tax on firearms. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jax Beach.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Hickett here for my friends
at ITP Partners. We're facing interesting economic times, right? Dow goes up, Dow goes down, Dow goes up, Dow goes down. Tariffs, I can't make sense of it, but my guys at ITP Partners can. Jacksonville folks taking care of my Jacksonville money, and that is a comforting thing. It's the experience, it's the expertise, it's the knowledge, and it's the openness of Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. They're always there for me, right? Always there for me. And listen, 3 generations of Hickens have invested at ITP Partners, and they listen, and they give us each individualized strategies where our goals become their priority. It's a great time to get in the game. ITP Partners are always there to help. Chris at ITPPartners.com. Easy to get a hold of, or call 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. They're my financial partners for life.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
You know what, for me, it's like this has real value. One of the real valuable, cool fringe benefits of your team winning, being, quote, in contention.
Right.
Like, it's such a huge, to me, sports fan fringe benefit. It's this scoreboard watching. I love scoreboard watching when my team is in it. It's applied often to baseball where you're playing every night. But to go into a week where not just your game isn't meaningless, but so many others are. Like when you are a fan of a team and you're out of it, all the games become somewhat meaningless outside of their fantasy football or your other reasons. You feel what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas, when your team is in contention and what other teams do matter potentially for your long-term landing spot, it makes the whole experience that much more fun. And don't undervalue that fringe benefit, that fun part of being a fan where you can find a reason to root Bills Texans on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Find a reason to want the Bears to beat the Steelers. Find a reason to want the Bengals to beat the Patriots. You can find a reason every game something behooves you at least a little bit one way or the other. And then you also get in these games like Colts-Chiefs. Hey, there's no winner here. Either one of those loses. That's great for us, right? Probably in all reality, maybe a 6 loss for the Chiefs, right? I don't know. I prefer, though, the Colts to take that L and get us back in a division standing. So, games like that all over the league that aren't just Jaguar games, but games that ultimately can figure into your happiness on Monday, right? Ultimately, you're driven by how did your team do? How did we do against Arizona? That'll be the primary. But then, by the way, did you notice the Colts lost on Sunday?
You're like, hey, how did the Colts do?
So a great fringe benefit, I think, to fandom when your team is winning. And again, if you're a baseball fan, like I'll talk to Dempsey, or you're a Yankee fan, you're a Braves fan, even a Mets fan, you're used to doing that from about August on. But here in Jacksonville, we haven't had the opportunity to do that.
Correct.
So pay attention to some of those as well.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right. Dimps and the boys ready to bring you Jaguars today. What a difference a Tuesday makes. Breaking down what happened a week ago at Houston versus what happened this week against the Chargers would be a different deal, Michael.
You got that right. I mean, the whole season feels like it's swung in the course of it swung both ways, really. You let one get away that you never should have, but you wonder in the end what was going to happen. But if they don't lose in that fashion to the Texans, do they get that kind of result? Maybe they still win.
Yeah.
But do they have that kind of steely resolve to show everybody what they're all made of and all that? Get back to basics kind of stuff. I don't know the answer to that, but bottom line is, yeah, they're in position, man. Just keep winning football games, and you win this week, you'll be ahead of the Chargers in the standings because they're off. And I heard, you mentioned the Thursday night Buffalo and Houston. I don't know which team I want to win that.
And that's what I'm saying. It's good. Like we got a couple games this week that either way it's going to benefit the Jags. In fact, the Colts, the Chiefs, and the Texans are about to play a little round robin, so it's going to be awesome for us for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Next 2 weeks they play each other.
Right. And
after this,
Tony said yesterday he would rather have the Colts lose that game. I'm not 100% sure. Like I would, if you gave me the 7 seed right now, I'd take it.
Yeah, I'd rather just the difference in the 7th seed and catching the Colts is you get the home game. So for the fans, I'd like to give them that home playoff.
But even if the Colts lose this game, there's no guarantee you're
No,
going
of
to catch
course
them.
not.
And it puts the Chiefs right on your tail.
What I like
about
the Colts losing the game is that if you take care of business, you give your fans an early December game with the division lead on the line, and that excitement around that week would also be a little bit of a pump you up as well. All right, Jaguars today coming up next. That'll do it for our business here on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Have a terrific rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, the Gator Boys are back and ready to defend their national title.
Florida will cut down the nets. Winners of the national championship.
This is Gator Country. Your home for Gators Hoops is 1010XL.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today